I've never really had long hair. I mean, Jason can attest to that.
I will
Always
actually be
having
right
this
back.
shit
I need to
trimmed.
go do
Oh, yeah.
a wash thing with my teeth.
Welcome, everyone, to Totally Online Gaming Groups, Twitch channel for our 5th edition D&D campaign, The Blackest Heart. We wanted to start things off with a haircut discussion, so there we go. But we're glad you guys could join us. We've got, as usual, our announcement for our sponsor. So go ahead and take it away, Jacob.
Alrighty, so as you know, we are sponsored by our lovely friends since I've been around for the campaign, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. Now, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies has all of your tabletop RPG gaming needs, such as dice bags, dice trays, gaming mats, and miniatures themselves. Now, if there's a specific miniature that you do not see in the store and you want to get a miniature made, for instance, maybe you want a T-Rox created, just go ahead and go to their Contact Us, which is in between your My Account and cart on their website, criticalhitgamingsupplies.com, and you can send them an email, and you guys can discuss between the pricing and the specific miniature that you would like made. Now, anything that you buy in the store, still currently going on, anything that you buy and shop for, you can pay and put in at the very end. There's a special little code. You can put in TOGG15 for 15% off of any order. Critical Hit Gaming Supplies, everybody.
All right, good deal. And just so you know, for future reference, by T-Rox, he means a T-Rex. We can say things like that. Just can't say certain copyrighted names, like a certain lich from D&D lore. We can't really say that, so. And trying to adjust that a little bit, see if that helps. Okay. Not really. Oh well. Okay, so the couple quick announcements to add to that. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as always, we've got our Tailspire Collaborative build stream that Klein and F and I do. And that's going to be fun. We're going to be working on the Mountain Fort map some more. And there's some new stuff that came out in Tailspire just a couple days ago. So that's going to be real fun to play with. Also, at the end of that stream, going to be cutting that one short a little bit because I am actually going to be on Tales from the Tavern as a guest of the How I Nerd people. So I am going to be on that, and that starts at 8 p.m. So make sure you hop into How I Nerd's Twitch stream, check that out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Other than that, I don't think, unless anyone else has any additional announcements that they need to make. No? Okay, so without further ado, we bring you The Blackest Heart.
Your liver thanks you every day for that.
And we are back. So, to fill you in on where we last left off. Out in the outskirts, a couple hours outside of town, Jacob and Diana had been waiting while Zeroth and Eurydice brought the two young girls to come and visit because Jacob had a very, very strong suspicion that these two were indeed his sisters. And upon talking to them and meeting them, it was indeed the case, and, well, for a moment it seemed like it wouldn't go that well, but acceptance seemed to come across their faces, and they both of the girls hugged their brother for the first time. Well, at least for Jacob, for the first time since pretty much forever. They also decided that, all right, we need to get into the town. This is something that has to happen, especially for Rhogar, Zeroth, and Eurydice, who have decided to enter the arena and see if they can best the challenges before them to win the prizes that were displayed in the display case. Now, going back into town was definitely something of a gamble and a bit dangerous, as both Jacob and Diana are wanted. And Diana, after having gone through all the lies and the hardship that she had just dealt with, I don't know what that was. Lies and the hardship she had just dealt with recently, decided that they definitely needed some kind of backup plan for escape. What the heck is that noise?
Sorry, that might be me.
Whatever it is, it's very intimidating. But she decided they needed a backup plan. That backup plan involved convincing her warlock friend to try to get hold of her deity. Or I should say her patron. And in doing so, yes, if you guys can double check and make sure, because that sound keeps coming in over and over again.
It's because I keep bumping my headset, which causes...
No, there's a whoom sound, like, over and over again.
And that's not me.
That's not me.
I don't know who that is.
It's not me. I didn't even realize I'm muted.
No, I don't hear anything coming from Zeke.
I don't know what that is. Ghosty. Right. Okay, and hearing. Okay, can you hear me now, guys? Is this a little better? Because I'm hearing from chat again that it's hard to hear me.
Hey, chat, can you hear me?
You're always hard to hear.
Hebra, hebra.
Part of me wonders if you just have, like, your audio setting really low.
No, it's all the way up. But, anywho, I really hope we can figure out what that sound is and get that to stop. But anywho, the party decided to, Diana decided to get Eurydice to contact her patron and see if they could work out an arrangement for a method of getting out in case things went bad. So, in doing such, Eurydice laid out the circle, set everything up,
We sacrificed a bunch of trees.
using 9 large trees that Zeroth, in an enlarged form, had ripped out of the ground, and placed them in the circle, along with, 500 gold?
Yeah.
And when everything went dark, a voice came and began speaking to the young warlock. When Diana piped in and said, "I've got a proposition for you," and she managed to make a deal with someone that perhaps she should have known who it was before such deals went into place.
Like Diana thinks these things through right now. Her entire life is a mess. She doesn't care.
But as of this moment, Zeroth has taken the 2 young girls back into the town. Jacob, Diana, and Eurydice are still outside of town, about 2 hours outside of town, after just having dealt with this issue, or this deal. And Rhogar is resting in town in a very nice suite in the tavern, waiting for the morning to arrive for his first battle in the arena. Okay, so that is where you guys are.
I think we left off with all of us at
In the
the
tavern.
Yeah, what it was is we had all gotten there that night at the tavern. And it left off with
3 of us went down to the bar.
Yeah. No, Rhogar was in his room with the maid. Jacob and Diana were in the room together. Eurydice and Zeroth decided to go get drunk.
Yeah, because Eurydice wants to forget about what happened.
Okay.
And then, we were gonna flash forward to the next morning because everything that needed to be handled between characters, was taken care of privately.
All right. That sounds good to me. So, it is the next morning. And as you wake up, you start to hear horns trumpeting. It is a call.
Oh
to
yeah,
the arena.
Eurydice wanted to get blackout drunk. Did she accomplish that?
I would say if that was your goal, you absolutely did.
Okay, how hungover is she?
Hungover.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Good luck, have fun.
Had to ask.
13.
13. Okay. You're not feeling that great at all.
Okay.
You definitely have a headache. You are feeling nauseous and overly tired. I'm gonna say
Okay.
that you currently actually have one level of exhaustion.
Damn it.
Good
Why did
job.
I
You
ask?
had to ask.
So make sure you take that into account.
I've already put it up there.
All right, so yes, 37% of the problem.
Hey, do you still have advantage? Or did you
Yes,
use that?
There
I think I used
there are currently, let's see here, advantage for myself, for Diana, and for Rhogar. That is what is currently on the list. And anyone who is watching, you can use channel points if you so desire to give one of the players advantage or myself advantage. We're limiting.
She
and there
gave
we
it to
go.
me last time. I gave it to her this time.
There we go.
Aw,
And
I was actually
we're-
going to give myself advantage.
We do limit it to 3 total advantages being given away per stream, per game, so to speak. So, but they do carry over. So now we've got one for Eurydice as well.
Yay.
So you wake up, you guys hear trumpets sounding off. They are loud and clear. And from where your hotel is located, you know that it is coming from the direction of the arena. This is the call saying the games will be starting soon. The arena is now open.
Dun dun dun.
Well, Zeroth's hopping up to his feet and ready to go.
Eurydice will fall out of bed.
I feel like I need to cleanse you of your poisons.
Just sucker punch her.
I'm
and
gonna
make her
sucker
throw
punch
up.
you in the gut, and I'm so sorry. And you're
Just
gonna need
force
to
you to
drink a
vomit.
lot of water.
Eurydice will just stand up, she's like, God damn it, I hate it when you're right. Come on, do it.
Well, let's go outside. That way we don't have to clean it up.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to force the workers to clean it up, especially since, well, one of them is Jacob's sister.
Well, technically now, since this is, we're all together now. If you did puke in here, technically, because he would feel bad, Jacob would come in here and clean up, so his sisters wouldn't have to do it.
You're gonna make the blind man clean up throw up.
You say he can see everything else.
He just can't see throw up. It's one of those
By the way, let's go outside.
Okay, here's the thing though. He's colorblind. I
One thing.
legitimately don't know if he'd see the vomit.
You can see the
I don't know
chunks.
if it would just blend in with the floor.
Well,
Just because you're colorblind doesn't mean you can't depict what things are different.
We could always
Shade
get
of
Nightmare in
gray.
here, and Nightmare will clean everything up.
Actually, Nightmare is in the room. You have to remember, we're in the master suite, or is Rhogar
Rogar's
in a separate room
room.
to the
Has a
master?
separate
Yeah,
suite.
I have my own
He
room.
has his
Oh,
own
that's
He has
place.
his own
Yeah.
suite.
I have my own home.
Mm-hmm. With company.
I needed
still
a break from
in the
y'all.
bed.
Made.
I just feel bad because the entire time Rhogar was with said company, he could hear Jacob and Diana fighting.
I'm pretty sure he could find a way to get over the noise.
Oh, no. What I mean is he heard the entire conversation. Rhogar knows what happened. And they're after the fact.
That's what's the problem with cheap hotels. Thin walls.
Yeah. Damn thin walls.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
Well,
I'm
you're
punching her in the stomach.
once we get outside, though.
All right.
So I guess we're going
Diana.
outside, and I'm gonna get punched in the stomach.
And
Non-lethally.
yeah, you instantly hurl and give me a dexterity. Actually, give me an acrobatics there, Zeroth.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
I got an 8.
8!
I got an 8.
8. All right. You neglect.
This
to
is
pull
gonna
your
hurt.
arm- You neglect to pull your arm back, and
Yeah, I'm railing
now-
you. Just
you now have vomit all over your forearm.
That's okay, I'll go
It's
wash
on
it
the
off.
ground as well, but it's covering your forearm.
I'm not even mad.
The only way to walk into an arena.
You're covered in vomit.
Hey,
Sounds delicious.
it's a mental factor there. You're just traumatizing your opponents because you're gonna sling that at them.
I mean, I
Alright.
guess.
Rogar, you get.
They don't want to touch it.
Yeah, I'll get up and
As you do,
I'll,
you feel a hand on your shoulder.
oh shit. No, I don't. I'm so confused.
As you kind
Like,
of
oh, no,
Does
I'm
that
being
come up?
touched.
You're the one who mentioned it!
as you sit up on the end of the bed, that hand on your shoulder turns into someone
Just a
wrapping
hand.
their arms around you from behind and kind of burying their face in your neck. And she says, "I'll be rooting for you. I'll be there bright and early."
Thank you. It'll be much
It's
appreciated.
bright and early right
Please,
now.
please stop
I
touching
mean,
me.
it is bright and early right now. Let's go ahead and go.
Get your ass out of bed, lady.
I just need to get freshened up."
Diana!
Hmm.
I'm sorry, but when all of that's happening, Diana would have gotten up and went into the hallway to see if she could catch somebody before they left. I figured Yuri and Zeroth would already be gone by the time she got into the hallway, so I'm just imagining the walk of shame Diana's about to see.
It's not even from the person who works there. It's like,
And they just walk out,
That's
go to
from
the cleaning
Rhogar.
closet to grab a broom. This isn't shame. This is my job.
but no, I'll suit up in my armor. I will be wearing a helmet for once. It's very rare. And I'll also hold a tiny strip of white cloth and cast aid on myself.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess, well, I'll be nice. I'll cast aid when I'm downstairs next to the other two, so they can also get 5 hit points extra.
All right.
Sweet.
I don't want to be greedy.
Okay. And how long does that last off the top of your
8
head?
hours.
8 hours. Okay, good deal.
Yeah, we're good all day, y'all.
Good. Okay. So,
I'm
You
immune
come
to
out-
diseases.
Oh, lucky you.
yes, very lucky. So, you step out of the room
Mhm.
after getting suited up, and there's Diana, just kind of standing out in that main. It's not really a hallway for the suites. It's more like an open common area.
Hmm.
and there is actually some seating there. It's almost like a gathering point for
Nice.
the wealthy if they want to mingle, not in their own suites, but in a little more public forum, so to speak.
Good
It's
thing I
just
have a
like
helmet that covers my
sitting-
face.
She still knows it's you.
I am not Rhogar.
But no, Diana's just gonna look over at Rhogar. Does she see the other leave as well?
Did you close the door behind you right away, or was it just kind of a...
Yeah, I think
did
Rhogar
she
would.
just
Yeah,
leave?
Rhogar would close the door behind him.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Get out of here.
Haha. Where's my phone?
Nice enough to not leave the winches out in the cold.
Yeah, I'm like, let me make sure you stay warm.
And shut that door behind you.
Just head bob.
21.
21. Okay. You catch a glimpse through the door as it is going closed behind Rhogar of the back of what looks to be a human female. Just no clothes on. It looks like she's probably trying to get clothes. And you just see like her back for a brief second, and then the door's closed. You don't really get much
Diana's
more than human female out of that. That is currently
Diana's
getting
just
dressed.
gonna look at Rhogar and just, for someone who hates physical contact, I'm trying to imagine how you made that work.
Rhogar will just
Mage.
nod.
Like, I have reasons for getting shit sleep. You have no excuses.
Rhogar
You
just
hate
nods his
people.
head. He's just like, and just keeps walking. Like, that's your answer.
No, I want answers. How touching people? How did you fuck someone?
You just, I mean, I understand the capabilities of what I'm doing.
No, it doesn't matter the capabilities. I want to know how you did it when you hate touching people.
I mean, I've carried you for a mill of a second, and then Varain.
I didn't touch your skin, so how did you get your dick in something?
Well, that's.
It's called a raincoat.
Yeah, I cast Mage Hand over it. I'm very skilled at this.
Yes, you
Cast barrier,
invented-
cast
you've
barrier.
invented Mage condom.
I cast Shield of Faith.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I'm gonna be a king sooner or later. So, my mom was a commoner.
Barmaid?
Well, my mom was a commoner.
You
So
gotta start from the bottom somewhere, man.
yeah, so I decided to follow my father's footsteps.
That's not something you should be following, but you know, I'm not any better than my mom right now, so quite frankly, I have no room to talk. So, those two left for the arena. Where are you? And are you doing the whole flashy boom slash thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go all out. That's why I wore the helmet. To my dad's. That'll just help me channel my anger. I'll just imagine everyone who just, hurt me in the past, who killed my dad. I just made
healthy.
love to someone who's from the South. God. I'm like, yeah, I'm just thinking about how I'm gonna kill them all right now.
Because that's healthy.
Yeah.
When are you gonna be back?
So it goes my round and then their round. And then I'm pretty sure there's some other people's rounds, and then it'll eventually come back to mine. But you're questioning me a lot. I heard some interesting things last night that I think we'll have to have a sit down conversation for.
So she's going to attempt to lie, and go, quite frankly, anything you heard last night probably isn't of any of importance.
Diana, roll deception, and you can roll insight if you wish.
I mean, my passive's 15. I'll roll. Let's see. Okay, I got higher than a 15.
I have to pull it up again. Hang on.
All right.
24.
Yeah, I got an 18.
As far as you can tell, she's telling the truth.
Yeah. Okay, well then I'll have.
Because I got a 16 plus 7, so that's a 23. My bad.
Then I'll just have to have a long talk with Jacob. I heard, the words, Prince of Demons, the selling of souls. Well,
Are you sure you didn't? Are you sure you're not imagining it over the screeches of a barmaid?
I'll talk to Jacob. I think he might have done something wrong here.
You can't just take. Trust me, Jacob didn't do anything wrong. He doesn't have the backbone to do anything wrong in that nature. I love how he just looks up and looks offended.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, I guess my patron wasn't really a demon at the end of the day, so I guess I haven't been in those shoes.
Does it really matter? I mean,
Does what really matter?
we're all gonna die at some point anyway. Doesn't really matter whose clock gets sped up.
So you're saying what I did here was correct? So you've just lied to me?
I'm neither admitting nor denying.
Do I have Zone of Truth prepared?
God damn it!
I don't. I'm going into battle. I didn't think of the needing Zone of Truth. It's okay.
You
I
hear
mean,
the
honestly,
horns
Rhogar, does it really
blare
matter? Oh.
again,
I gotta go.
and this is the second blast of the horns.
And Diana's like, as he's walking out the door, she's gonna be like, "Am I still getting scolded?"
You hear a faint yes.
Yes.
Everyone needs a talking to.
Everyone needs a talking to. At that point, she's just gonna like look at Rhogar's door and then look to where he left and then look back at the door and just throw a random pillow at it to make a noise and go, "So do you work here? So am I asking you for breakfast?"
And
Like calling to the woman inside the room.
you stand there waiting for a few moments. About a minute passes, and then the door opens, and you see the woman, and she is kind of readjusting, like last minute adjustments on her clothes. Kind of, just puts her hair back real quick, and then says, yes, mistress, what would you like?
Quite frankly, if you have any rabbit, that'll be good, and very, very strong ale.
Yes, right away. I'm actually
Oh,
I'm actually
and-
off today, but I will ensure that is taken care of and sent to your room.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised you can even walk. Clearly he didn't do a good enough job.
Roll a perception check.
Okay, hang on.
Rhogar.
Some dickery right there.
Hey, I know from experience, okay? I got a 17.
Okay.
Oh,
As
wow.
she says, I'll make sure that's taken care of right away. She turns and starts heading down the stairs, and you notice that she is struggling. She's a little bit wobbly on her feet.
And she's gonna, just before she leaves, Diana's gonna call back and go, actually, make it 2 meals. One with rabbit and one with something else.
Yes, mistress. And
So
she
on point with your detail there.
I know.
and she heads off. So
What is happening to the camera?
I think he's cleaning it off.
He's cleaning
Oh.
it.
Not bad.
I was like, wow, it's getting kind of ravey over here.
I've got clean cloth. My bad.
So you three are now outside. You see Rhogar come outside the hotel, the tavern inn, and he sees you see Zeroth with vomit all over his arm, and Eurydice still kind of bent over, hands on her knees, kind of supporting herself a little bit, looking a little bit ragged. She clearly, put a bunch of alcohol away, more so than her small frame probably should have had. But, that's what you see.
You guys need this more than me. Then I'll officially cast aid.
Okay. And I'm going to say that not only does the aid do what aid does, so you get the additional hit points and stuff, but you actually feel a lot better than you did before Eurydice.
So I don't have that level of exhaustion.
Consider the exhaustion gone.
Yay.
Oh, good. I was hoping just punching you in the stomach, making you drink water, and making you eat bread would make you feel better. I've done it in the past and it works.
Let me abuse you.
I usually forego the stomach.
It's out of
punch,
love.
Do the water, the bread, and maybe some Advil or something. That usually works.
When you gotta get it out of you fast, you gotta get it out of you somehow.
Yeah. So you three are outside, and
Don't you ever just get nauseous and wish that you would throw up?
yeah, and then you hear a third blast of the trumpets, and this one has a little bit of a flare on the end.
Uh-oh, that means it's
Yeah.
important.
You're getting the feeling that shit's about to start going down. Luckily, you are, less than 100 feet away from where the arena is. So it's not very far to get there. You can get there pretty quick from the inn. So, you guys make your way over there?
Yeah, I'll ride my
yes.
horse.
100 feet.
My horse can get
Make
there.
you look like an asshole.
I'll ride my horse. I'll get on Zeroth's back.
All right. As you
I mean,
pull
you
up
weigh
with your
practically
horses-
nothing.
As you pull up with your horses, you enter the arena. You enter the main doors. And as you come to this grand arena in Paneum, you see that it is absolutely packed. You are not the only people that were on the streets making your way to the doors. There was a crowd, and it is already packed and loaded. There are people filling up what are effectively like bleacher type seats on the top level. The more prominent wealthy individuals have like box seats on the second level, and then the common rabble are all on the first level standing room, and they are packed pretty tightly around there. You do see that one side is left open except for some people who are clearly other combatants, as they are wearing various types of armor, from leather to scale mails to plate, brandishing weapons. And they are all
Eurydice is
lined-
immediately going to try and intimidate as many of them as she can.
Okay.
By doing what?
I don't know, just looking at them, just glaring.
Glaring in her
I'm
tiny
a
self.
sad you.
I mean, is she still riding Zeroth?
No, she
I
got
mean,
off.
yeah, she's.
I would be
No, but she would
like,
be like cracking
a
her
little
knuckles, and she'd be cracking her neck, and just
Oh, if you were riding my shoulders, could I say I can at least throw you? Scare a lot of them.
God. I see someone gonna die from that.
Not if she lands correctly.
True, she is acrobatic.
So can I
you-
make my intimidation?
Yes, you can.
23.
Okay.
Damn.
I would have tried, but I feel like I would have rolled a 3.
That does happen a lot to barbarians.
Actually,
I'm intimidating.
you actually.
No, wait.
you
I would have a
actually
+3 in
notice
intimidation.
with your high passive perception that as you are walking in there and you all make your way over to the side where it's obviously the participants are supposed to line up,
Hmm.
and you look on the
It's just
line
action.
that several of the other combatants look a little unnerved as you stare at them. Some of them doesn't seem to faze them.
Well, I reached my goal. I unnerved some of them.
And then you hear a long, loud blast of the trumpets. The note seems to extend on for a long period of time, and then it stops. The entire arena is quiet. As one man steps out into the center, into the pit itself,
Mhm.
and says, "Welcome, one and all, to the arena for our Tournament of Champions. Here, we expect valiant combat. The strong shall win the day, and the prize shall go to those who have the most skill, the most prowess, and the most honor. For honor and glory, let the tournament begin!" And everybody goes wild. Ah, they're cheering, they're shouting, they're going nuts. And you see them, everyone just getting, it's like on the first floor where you guys are, all around the edges where all these people are standing. It's almost like a mosh pit. People are just cheering and yelling, and they're bumping into each other and getting rowdy, and it's just going crazy. Then the man waves his arms again. Everyone kind of hushes down. And a woman, the woman you three all first saw when you came in and signed up, walks out and hands him a large leather satchel where he reaches in and he pulls out, for the individual rounds, our first combatant is Rhogar. Or wait, actually, you gave the name Crusader. That's right.
I was like, oh my god, they broke my thing.
Crusader. And then she hands him a second satchel. And he says, "Crusader, step to the center of the ring."
Yeah, I'll magically teleport to the center of the thing since I'm not in Tailspire.
I gotcha. So you walk out there, and then he says, "And Crusader's opponent will be..." And he pulls out from the other satchel another tile, and a big grin comes across his face. And he says, "This will be quite an entertaining battle, my friends. 2 thunder lizards." And you see the floor on the far side of the arena opens up, and it's almost like a lift system comes up and raises up 2 large beasts that are currently bound by chains. give me a nature check. Anyone who is there watching can.
All right.
I'm not good at nature. Why did I go to magic? Oh my god.
14.
Please let me get higher than that.
14.
Ooh. 18.
18.
Okay, so with an 18, you know that these things, you've heard of something like this before. And we don't have the miniatures for these in Tailspire, so this is what you're getting. In
Is it the wiener
Tailspire,
dogs?
in Tailspire, it just happens to be two very enlarged kobolds.
Aww. I was hoping
but-
it'd be chickens.
Yeah, no, but these are allosaurs.
Mm.
Not quite as big as the legendary T-Rex, but vicious opponents. And I need you to roll initiative. Alright. So,
That dice can just go over there.
okay, so... Okay.
Yeah, maybe
So
they'll
what did
roll
you
over
get?
then. I got a 2.
Okay. So they are definitely going to be first. If I can get this to do its thing. Come on. There we go. And there you are. Okay, so the first one is up, and it charges straight towards you as a release lever is pulled and the chains fall away. It runs right up to you, and it attempts to bite you.
Hey, don't bite me.
Not with that roll, it won't. The second one, as its chains fall away, it runs towards you, leaps into the air, and it attempts to swipe at you with its claws. Jeez, I am rolling horribly, so you are getting very lucky. So both of them miss. It is now your turn.
Roar. I mean, I've always wanted to do this. I will channel my inner strength, and as I do this, spectral wings are gonna burst from behind me. Everyone that's 10 feet around me needs to make a charisma saving throw, DC 17, or be frightened until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Or be what?
Frightened.
Oh.
Be scared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Necrotic Shroud.
All right. So, man, it sucks. They have that charisma. So they both fail. -3 on charisma doesn't help.
I
So
figured.
they both fail, so they are both frightened. So neither of them can move closer to you, but they can still attack you if they can reach you.
Yeah. And I don't. They have disadvantage, right?
Let me double check on that. I think they are just can't move closer to you, but
A frightened creature has disadvantage. Oh, and attack rolls. Yeah.
yep. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Woot woot. And then I will look at. I mean, the one that did the little flip in there was kind of cooler, so I'll leave that one alone. I'll look at the other one who just tried to bite me, and I will Mark of Tenebris them
Okay.
as my bonus action.
All right. So your Mark of Tenebrising on this one. Got it. All right. And that is your turn?
Yep.
Okay. So it attempts to bite you again.
Scared.
With disadvantage. And that is going to be... And your AC is what?
20.
20. Yeah. Man, you got that high AC. That saved your butt on that one because they actually rolled pretty well. And the second one also attempts to bite you.
I feel so bad for these things.
And, ooh, that's going to hit.
Feel bad for them anymore.
Yeah. It's the cool one.
As its head comes down, it manages to snag onto you and bite through its teeth, piercing through your shoulder armor into the meat of your shoulder, and you take 14 points of piercing damage.
That's cool.
Okay, and I believe they get to attempt to save at the end of each of their turns.
No, they're just frightened until the end of my turn.
Okay, so it's just that one turn. Okay.
Yeah.
So until the end of your next turn, which would be this turn, because it's your turn now.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I got an 11 on my con save, so I maintained my spell.
All right.
All right. I will target the marked one, of course, and I will take 2 swings at it.
All right.
All right. So 13 is 19 to hit, and then 16 plus 6. Someone math for me. I'm sure it hits.
Those both hit.
All right. So I need this, and I will pour my my extra 9 damage into it. Rage mode. So 11, 13, 17, 25 points of damage altogether. Oh, wait, I canceled that. 25, 29 plus 2 for each. Yeah, so 29.
So you hit them twice for 29 for both of them together. All right.
Yeah, and then
that had a big effect. I mean, you cut deep into the upper thigh of its leg, and you can see as the blood is coming out, it is spurting like.
You've hit an artery.
Ah, good. Bleed, mother.
You literally just took half its damage out.
Yeah, and then I'll just end my turn.
End your turn. Okay, so they are no longer frightened.
Yeah.
So this one that you had hit before, okay, it attempts to bite you, and this time it is not at disadvantage. But the roll sucked anyway.
I should probably leave this one alone.
And this one runs away. You get an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Oh, Jesus.
These things have hellacious movement, so it works.
13 plus 6.
That hits.
And then, oh, it was that one. Okay, so I don't have my Mark of Tenebris on it.
Nope.
So just 4 damage.
4 damage. All right.
Yeah, without my mark on it, I don't do a lot.
There we go. And it basically runs away and swings back around and attempts to jump at you and hit you again. This time with a claw.
Sir,
Jeez,
please stop.
Not rolling well on that. So, yep, that's it for them. It is your turn.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna work on this poor other one. 17, 19.
Yep, both hit.
And then, yeah, I feel so bad for this one. All right, so 5, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 plus 4 is 27, and then I'll pour the 9 points into it. 27 plus 9.
All right. And
36. There we go.
as its head comes down to attempt to bite you again, you sidestep, swing your sword, and you catch it right in the neck and almost completely sever its head from its neck as it falls dead.
I bask in its blood, and then I'll bonus action. I'll move my Mark of Tenebris to the other one.
Okay. It is now its turn, and so it attempts to bite you one more time. That one will hit
Okay, good.
as it reaches down again with its teeth, and ouch, this time it clamps onto your leg, and you feel the teeth raking across bone as it does 20 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I will go ahead and burn a reaction to Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that at first level. So it's a
Okay.
DC 17 Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So, and 17 on the die.
Damn. Lucky bastard. They don't have any negative to Dex.
Nope.
Of course. All right.
No effect if they pass.
Oh wait, yeah, it's half damage. Psh, 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 yeah, you're still getting hurt. It was
That's
so
what
it's
I thought.
5.
Okay, so it takes 5 damage.
Yeah.
All right. And then it is your turn. 'Cause that
I'll
was
take
your
some.
reaction on its turn.
Yeah, some swings. All right. 8. Oh,
Actually,
wait, is that a?
Actually, you couldn't. No, that was the last turn. So, yep, you're fine. Keep going.
Oh. So 18 and then 14.
Both hit.
Oh. They are
These
dinosaurs.
things are
I should've-
big
Yeah.
and easy targets. They're not armored.
I didn't roll good. So 7, 10, 13, plus 4 makes 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 damage for 2
Jeez.
hits.
23 for 2 hits. All right,
Yeah.
it is.
I mean, I guess
It is
for
looking
paladin.
pretty rough. Yeah, he is looking pretty rough. But
Do I?
and he once again tries. I'm gonna to run away and come back.
Oh my god, dude.
I like how the screen shakes when you
Now
drop
you just did use your reaction.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Wait, I thought it was a new. Oh, you know. Wait, isn't this a new turn though?
Well, because I'm trying to think. Because I think you
I
actually
used-
used your reaction twice in the last round. Because he ran away before and came back.
That
Yeah.
was the round before.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, go ahead. You can reaction.
Oh, it was a 19 on the die.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's shit damage.
It hits.
Let me read this real quick. Okay, so it is okay. So I'll save that. So just 7 plus 2 is
9.
There we go. Yeah, basic math is horrible.
Okay. But he did hit you with this.
No, it's fair.
So I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Quite. 15 plus 7, 23.
You make it no problem. So he hits you for 8 damage with his claw, but he isn't able to pin you down. So you are not knocked prone,
All right.
and it is your turn.
12. Ooh. An 8 on the die. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So a 14 and a 19. Or
Both
18.
hit.
Man, I want to figure out what their AC is.
You could just look it up on D&D Beyond.
That would be
no.
metagaming.
I'm just saying.
All right, 6, 3. 6 plus 3 is 9. Plus 3 is 12. Plus 4 is 16. Plus 4.
And it is gone.
Oh.
Big time. As it
Math.
lunges forward to claw you and tries to pin you down. And you just step out of the way, barely catching the claw against you. And thrust forward right into its chest. And it falls over dead. The crowd goes absolutely ballistic. Everyone's like, "Hey!"
Can I look in the crowd to see if I can find Giselle?
Give me a perception check. There are so many people here, it's going to be hard.
Oh god. I probably don't see her. 11 plus... I think my perception's 1, so yeah, 12.
No, you don't notice her. There's just so many people. It's hard to see if she's in there.
I just
But,
have blind faith.
The MC comes out again, and as does the administrator from the front desk. And he says, "What a spectacular battle!" You also see some other people come up, and they are, like, a whole bunch of them, getting chains around the remnants of this beast to drag it over to the platforms, and they get lowered down below. And he says, "What a way to start it off! Now, for the first battle in the teams competition." He reaches into a sack and pulls out a name and says, and you guys gave your actual names, correct?
He gave the Gnome Crusher, and Eurydice gave her name.
All right.
I thought she said Aurelia.
No, that was for going into the town.
Okay.
It says, hold on, come here, you. It says, "We have for our first team, Gnome Crusher and Eurydice." And you two make your way out.
Well,
Then he says, "And their opponent," reaches into the other sack and pulls it out. And he says, "Smasher!" And everyone seems to go absolutely nuts as you see from along the sidelines this large troll creature step up, big shit-eating grin on his face, and he is eating up the crowd right now. I mean, they are just loving him. He's got his arms raised. And he walks out onto the field.
do you mean this troll?
Yes, I mean that troll. And he has you each go to opposite sides of the arena. And then he says, "For honor and glory, begin!" And he quickly runs off. And I need initiative from you guys.
22.
Nice. That's you too, Zeroth.
8.
8. So we got a 22 and an 8. All right. So,
Realistically, it's probably better if it goes in that stacked order of like one the enemy and then another.
I kind of like it when it's like 2 people against the enemy, because then you can just stack on the damage as fast as you
because-
physically can.
Well, because you have to look at it this way. It goes Eurydice, the troll, and then you, and then back to Eurydice. So it's kind of like a constant.
Okay. So, Eurydice, you are up first.
Immediate Eldritch Blast.
Okay, and what is the range on your Eldritch Blast?
300 feet. 300.
feet? 300?
300. 300 feet.
I don't know if that's enough. No, I'm just joking.
It's
So,
a 25
right now
to hit.
Right now you're about 70 feet apart, by the way.
25 to hit.
25 to hit. I don't know. That sounds a little bit too high. So no, that definitely hits. So go ahead and
6
roll your
damage.
6 damage.
6.
Okay. So you do 6 damage to this guy with your Eldritch Blast as it slams into him, and he kind of laughs. I mean, you scorched him pretty good, and he just kind of laughs. Anything else?
Oh, you're getting stabbed, big boy. You're gonna get stabbed, and I'm gonna stab you into the ground, and I'm gonna make sure you're dead.
You still have your bonus action and movement if you wish.
She's gonna use her bonus action to Insightful Fight, get her sneak attack damage with an insight check.
Okay. So roll your insight check. And that is contested versus their deception, I believe.
Yes, I got a 21.
Okay, so that is probably not going to go well for him. Really? Okay, no, that... Yeah. So, you're sizing him up. You feel like you understand his movements, and his anatomy seems to be similar enough to a regular human. You think you got this. Alright, and so that is your turn. So it is now his turn. As he rushes forward towards you guys. Right about there. And let's get a little closer to the action there. Okay, so he rushes towards you guys. And actually, he is going to also use his action and get right up on you.
Oh, hello.
Howdy, howdy.
And that is all he can do right now. Okay.
Zeroth, your turn.
Yep. So, can you click onto it so I can see? Okay. Well, I'm going to move opposite of Eurydice. That way I don't hurt her. So I'm going to use my movement to just kind of move around him.
Okay, so you're going to try to flank him?
I'm going to stay within his range though.
Right.
I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Now let's try to attack this fool. Stormora. So it's 20 to hit, 30, 20.
That'll hit.
Six damage on the first hit. 9, sorry. Just
9. Yep. Okay. And what kind of damage is that?
so in total it'd be 19 damage.
And what kind?
It would be slashing damage, yeah.
Okay. So 19 damage.
Then 3 fire damage.
So
3
3
of that damage is fire damage.
Okay, so... Okay. Alright. Okay, so that is your turn.
It's my turn.
All right, so Eurydice, you are up again.
Okay. Eurydice is immediately gonna take her dagger and just stab it.
Okay, go for it.
24 to hit.
That'll hit.
And this is my packed weapon, so
Okay.
7 damage. And then I get my sneak attack.
Yep. I was gonna say 7 doesn't sound like you added sneak attack in yet.
And 10 sneak attack damage.
Okay, so 17 total. Ah. Hold on. Dang thing.
Do you have any reactions?
Yep. So
I'm working on it.
there you go. Okay. That's about it. Okay. I want to make sure I got the right number there. Okay. Anything else? Bonus action? Movement?
Nope. I'm done. I have finished.
Okay. All right. So on its turn, you see him take one of his claws and he draws it across his chest, opens up a wound on his chest, and as he does this, I need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
$19.
Okay.
13.
How much?
13.
13? Okay.
19.
All right. So, so Zeroth, you are going to take 23 points of poison damage.
Maybe I'll.
How much? Sorry.
23 points of poison damage.
Reduced to half.
Okay. Are you a bear totem?
I'm raging right now.
Right. I'm just trying to remember. Are you
Poison
a bear?
damage doesn't.
Are you a bear totem?
reduce-
I don't remember if I'm a bear totem. Where do I see that?
Let me double check.
He's a stormy boy, so no.
I'm
That's
Storm
right.
Aura.
So nope. So you're Storm Aura. So poison, rage does not reduce that. It only
Oh,
reduces
wow.
bludgeoning,
23.
slashing, and piercing.
Okay.
Okay.
23,
and-
you said.
Yep. 23, and Eurydice, you will take 11 poison damage. Additionally, Zeroth, you are poisoned for 1 minute. Okay. So you actually have the poisoned condition.
Where do I put that?
You're also gonna want to explain to him what it
Yep,
does.
that's what I was about to do. So, basically, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Great.
Okay. So that was its action, and let's see if that recharges. No, it does not. Okay. So that's what it does on its turn. It is now Zeroth's turn.
All right. So I'm going to use my Storm Aura to do 3 points of damage right off the bat. I'm using my bonus action.
Okay. So, yep.
And then I'm going to attempt to hit him with my great axe again.
Come on, Gnome Crusher, become the Troll Crusher.
Okay, so apparently I rolled a 9 on the first hit, so
Nope, 9 will not hit. Was that a natural 1?
Because he has to roll with disadvantage, I had to explain to him he had to roll twice and use the
Oh,
lowest
yeah.
number because of his attack rolls.
Yeah. And what'd you get on the second one? The second attack?
And
Can't hear you. You're
he asked what you got on
yeah,
your
I
second
got 10
roll.
on the second roll.
10. Okay, so both of those miss. And it is now Eurydice's turn.
Okay, she's got her short sword in her offhand now.
Okay.
So the first attack with her dagger is 25 to hit.
Okay. As you
And
sink your dagger in, go ahead and roll your damage.
okay, 9 and 13 for the damage.
9 and 13.
Hey,
Okay, so 22.
Yeah.
question.
Hold on one second. So you also both take 6 points of poison damage as the wound sprays both of you when you slash into him.
Okay. I'm not gonna hit it with my sword. I'm going to use my bonus action to Misty Step away. Give me a moment. Ta-da. Okay. Whee! Right over there. Turn around. And that's my turn. There.
Okay. So that's the end of your turn. And you move to where? Right there?
Right over here.
And did you disengage, you said?
I used my bonus action for a Misty Step.
Okay. Alright. So you bonus action Misty stepped. Good. Alright, so then it sees Zeroth right next to him. Still. And goes for some attacks on Zeroth. As it's got. So the first attack is an 18, second is an 18, and the third is a 15. So for Zeroth, it looks like all three of those hit. So Zeroth, you take from the first attack. Oh, damn. Alright, so that is 10 points of piercing damage and 8 points, which is reduced to half, so 5. But then 8 points of poison damage. For the second two attacks, you take. And I'm just going to roll them all at once to speed it up. You take 28 points of piercing damage, reduced to 14. And 11 points of poison damage. Or sorry, slashing damage is not piercing. But 14 points of slashing damage, 28 reduced to 14, and then 11 points of poison. So your total would have been 25 for that. And that is its
Alright.
turn.
Okay then.
You're up.
Well, did you get my last 3 fire damage on him by chance?
On your turn, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do that again. And now I have to roll for disadvantage on this shit.
And you actually you get to make a from the end of your last turn. I forgot to do it. Go ahead and roll a Constitution save to try to shake off the poison effect.
Do you want him to do that first or last?
Mm-hmm. First, because it would have been at the end of his last turn.
Okay. Do the con save. He got 21.
There you go. So you're no longer poisoned. So
Yay.
Okay, so
now
what it
these
would
are not at
actually
disadvantage
be...
anymore.
Okay, every time I roll a die.
Time I roll a die,
This
this stupid thing lags out.
I know. So don't hit X.
Okay.
Give me the mouse.
Technical difficulties.
God damn it. So his first roll was
16.
a...
Okay.
No, that was at your disadvantage. The first roll was a 17
So
plus
24.
7, which is 24. And then the
Either way,
second
that's
one
So 17.
was...
So 17 plus 7, which would be
24 again.
So he got 24 on
Okay.
each hit.
Yep, both hit. So roll your damage.
Wrong one.
Oh, yep.
no wrong
17. 18?
one.
Slashing damage. Plus 4.
Clicking on the
Okay. So what
Wrong.
is...
So, can you hear him?
It's kind of breaking up a little bit.
fucking thing.
So he got 18 on the first hit for damage, and then 14 on the second hit for damage.
Okay.
And then he had used his bonus action at the beginning of his turn to do the 3 fire damage.
Mm-hmm. So with your first hit, you end up taking 10 points of poison damage as you slash into it and it sprays across you. The second hit, you take 9 points of poison damage as you open up its guts, and the spray of
You're
this
going to
foul
want-
acid hits you, and he falls over.
Yeah.
How does your stone shit work?
And immediately the
Um,
crowd goes
it reduces the
absolutely
damage.
nuts. And right away, a whole bunch of workers run out, including, which Eurydice you would easily notice. Some of them seem to be wearing the robes of clerics of Palor, and they immediately go to work on this guy. And after, a tense few seconds, he starts to breathe again, and as his wounds have been kind of closed up, and gets up, and he's, looking pretty rough. But he gets up, and he looks at you, and goes, "Good fight."
Eurydice would just give him the finger. It's like, yeah, fuck you.
I'm not feeling too good, so I'm not even going to look at him.
And
Yeah,
then
he has
goes-
9 out of 95 left.
Then he goes and stands over on the side, kind of sits back down. And then the MC comes out again as you two move off to the side. And he says,
So,
"What a-
how do we
what a
heal? Are we-
fantastic fight." Well,
Are we technically taking like short rests?
Yes, that was what I was about to get to.
Okay.
So as you guys are sitting there, some of the clerics of Palor come by, and they seem to be, attending your wounds. Rhogar, they come and
No.
tend to your injuries. They come to tend to your injuries. and you're going to get the benefits of a short rest, but you're not going to have to spend any hit dice to get your health back, because they're healing your health back, but you're only getting a short rest, so you're not going to... Anything you use that requires a long rest is still gone.
Okay.
But your health is going to be at full, so just bump your health up to full. And at the same time, you are resting and watching as the MC pulls out another tile. He says, you know, here's our next combatant in the single, solo rounds. And he says, Edvar the Pious. And let's see here real quick. A figure wearing chainmail armor and a shield, emblazoned with the shining sun symbol of Pelor, the god of light, walks out onto the field. He is a young man. Younger than you, if you had had to guess, Rhogar. He sports a patch over one eye, and his hair is a disheveled mess, most likely from the previous rounds of battle, or just a rough night. In his right hand, he holds a mace that looks almost too large for his small frame to wield, yet he swings it back and forth with practiced motions, as if it weighed nothing.
I can get myself left after a short rest.
The MC then pulls out from the other bag, and he says, this should be interesting. And he goes, the rocks. And again, one of the platforms on the far side, the floor opens up and a platform raises up. And you see, anyone can roll Arcana if they have it, who's watching.
$16.
Okay. Rhogar, are you gonna roll too, or?
Oh, I'm not proficient in it.
Okay, with a 16, you're able to tell that this creature, which looks to be humanoid, very large, but seems to be made of rocks itself, is some kind of earth elemental. And as you're sitting there, catching your breath from your combat and waiting, this Edvar the Pious charges into battle with this thing and seems to dispatch it in very short order. You sit around, several more fights pass, both team battles and solo battles. And then, while that is occurring, Jacob and Diana. So while the
I was
first
beginning to
round-
wonder if we were just going to sit the entire session out.
No, nope. While that first round of combat has been going on, you guys were at the inn. So while you're at the inn, what's going on with you two?
Well,
Diana's just sitting on the couch eating, trying to pretend the world doesn't exist, and drinking.
so you ready to head out?
We're leaving?
Again, yes.
Why?
There's some books at the library that I'd want to read.
I mean, I still have to do the dye and everything else, and not to mention changing my clothes.
Right? Well, we can do that.
Did Eurydice grab the dye like I had asked?
Good question. GM or Eurydice, did you get the die?
She probably would have grabbed it on the way back from the thing.
Uh-huh.
You got it.
Okay,
Okay.
I didn't know.
How long is that gonna take to do?
I mean, it depends. Let's see. I mean, I'm not.
She has to do
one-
her ears, her hair, and her entire tail. And make sure there's no visible orange.
Well, honestly, I haven't dyed my hair since like high school, so
Can't you just like
I'm not really big on how long it takes and
or
all
something and then just
that.
submerge yourself into it? Or at least your tail?
I'll say
Sort of, but it requires me to have a tub's worth of dye.
I'll say, for purposes of making it easy, it'll take you an hour to do everything.
An hour? Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I was thinking more like
So,
an hour to 2.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. So,
Or 7.
after she gets that done, and she's actually going to use some of Jacob's old robes and her disguise kit to put together a different outfit than her normal one.
Okay.
And once she's done, all Jacob's gonna hear is just her grumbling, saying, I hate dark hair. I hate looking like I have dark hair. I absolutely despise. I literally look like my mother.
Oh, okay. I don't necessarily get it. It looks kind of the same. Maybe like a little shade darker.
Color blind.
Well, I'm seeing out of an owl, yes.
So, the best way I can describe it is I went from really, really light to really, really dark. And I hate it.
Don't ask questions you want answer to there, Zeroth.
Oh, well, I mean, all right. I'm sorry. I mean, there's not much else we can really do right now, I guess.
And while he's like apologizing, she's actually going to be pulling her hair back into a loose ponytail. So like some hair's still around her face, but the rest of it's pulled up. And she's like, "Okay, so we're just going to the library and coming back?"
I mean, no. There's more than just the library.
Such as...
Well, there's some nifty stores that I think you might be interested in. There's like a clothing shop I know that you personally enjoy. There's a museum. There's a park. Food places. You know, there's a lot.
Wait, so you want to just meander? You hate meandering. You hate shopping.
Two?
In fact, you generally pull your hair out when I try to drag you to go shopping.
God forbid the flying guy shuffles around. Yeah, true.
Well, look, I know that from the conversation last night, combat has definitely taken a toll towards you, and I know that the others wanted to do an arena, and I know the arena is going on, so I thought now, which is the best time, while a lot of people are focused on the arena, to go and visit some of the local stuff here, so that you can experience something that's not combat for once in a town, and not have to worry about any alternative motive of getting some quick mission done or something.
So just shopping and books.
Yep. Well, there's one place I want to go back to. But that's for later, and that's a surprise.
Why does that concern me when you say, oh, there's somewhere I want to go back to inside a city that forced me to go to war?
Fair enough. But it's a surprise, I promise it's not that. Maybe.
At that, Diana's actually going to go over and just hug Jacob and just kind of stay there for a second and just go, you realize we only have so much gold, and in a big city like this, there's a lot that I'm gonna want.
You do realize that I can basically make infinite gold, right?
Are you saying that we should be stealing from people? Their livelihoods?
Stealing their livelihoods per se. Yes, we're stealing money. We're stealing things. We're just doing it legally. We're giving them money for it.
That'll
just
disappear in an hour.
But that's on them, not me. I didn't make the money disappear. They did.
So what are you gonna look like?
That's a good question. Any ideas?
How do you feel about looking like you're wearing leather armor and blonde? If I can describe to you what you should look like, can you do your little whatever it is that you do?
Problem, and he flips to the last page. All right, just start scribing, and I will make mental notes and throw it together.
My brain just went, you know what? What's gonna end up happening is she dyed her hair and whatnot, but he's gonna use his and she changed her clothes, but he uses his seeming to like change her eye color and his appearance, and they literally just went from like male Jacob and female Diana and just flip-flopped to where he looks like a male Diana and she looks like a female Jacob. So now he's ginger.
All right, so bright orange hair, same length as it normally is. Instead of being pulled back into a ponytail, it's just parted down the center, off onto both sides, all the way back. Same height, clothing is now just like that standard traveler's kind of leather armor.
He literally flip-flopped.
And then, yeah, he'll take inspiration from her original outfit and just kind of have the,
Oh god!
have the corset.
Just kind of baggy pants, a long white sleeved shirt with like the male equivalent of a corset around him.
Nah,
So like
I mean, leather chest plate,
cinched vest.
leather chest plate, white, white shirt, and then baggy striped pants with boots.
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 And then just orange hair
With
and
the
then
fur.
the fur. Only with the fur. I'm making sure.
I might be looking at her.
Next thing you know, Shorty got low.
Oh,
How would you know?
It's true. I'm blind. I can't see it.
And you, as
And then
much as I
change
love
my
him,
hair.
you might want to change what he looks like. Because
Oh, it's
White
fine.
Owl is kind of your staple.
It's fine. I've already done it. the time that you took to change, I changed him. And we're going to say that Jacob has already changed him to a hawk.
Okay.
So, hawk rim.
Hawk rim. All right.
Equally as
Diana's just gonna-
colorblind.
Diana's just. Are hawks colorblind?
I don't know, but he's normally
Are they colorblind?
an owl, so... He's normally an owl, so, I mean...
We'll say, for the purposes of this, no, they're not.
Actually, no. Hawks have the best color vision of all animals.
There
Cool.
you go.
So you can see in color, but the one time you can see in color, she looks nothing like herself.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He notices 3 hairs in your head that you missed. Just 3. It's that good of a color difference that he can tell.
Right. Ow. How is
What do
that
you mean?
so... Nothing. Let's go.
What?
It's just like... Well, you miss 3 spots.
Where?
They're like single tiny strands of hair. But, it's just very vibrant.
Yeah, and I live with it
Right.
every day. You should have seen my tail before it turned brown.
Wait, is your tail the same color as that?
My ears, my hair, and my tail.
Right. That's like a...
Look in the mirror.
Oh!
That's how bright my hair normally is.
That's strange. I know it's still just my hair in its ponytail, but it's so weird kind of running through nothing here.
But yeah, that's generally my colored hair.
Strange.
It's why I'm very easy to spot.
Makes sense. All this time I thought you had maybe blonde?
No, it is bright orange.
Makes sense.
All right, so do you guys head out to go meet?
Yeah, he is not good right now. He's tripping.
All right, so you
Feel
guys,
the fucking rainbow.
so you guys head out to go do that, and while you're out and about now, as you've headed out that way, you said you wanted to stop at the library first.
Yes, get a book.
So you're making your way over towards the library.
As he is
Yeah.
walking, he is asking a question. So, choose a language. I'll give you an option.
The only other language I know is Sylvan.
Yeah, yes, I know. There's a reason.
So anything aside from what I already know?
So, choose a language. Celestial, Dwarvish, Elvish, Infernal, Primordial.
I'm pretty sure if we start talking like deities, people are gonna lose their shit.
True. Well, the reason I ask is not necessarily for a book. I'm gonna get a book in a language, and then I'm gonna read the book in common.
No, elves always did have like the most beautiful tales, but I've never been able to read them.
Sylvan, sort of Elvish.
I mean, technically, it's just hearing them tell their stories as opposed to just reading it. It's a lot different. A lot more emotion goes into it.
All right. So Elvish is the choice.
Preferably. Dwarvish is too harsh on the throat.
Fair enough.
Too many hmms.
Just in the middle of the story, just.
Mm.
But why are we
Rocks.
getting a book? Why are we getting a book in Elvish?
Oh, it's just. I don't know. Just a book. A story to read. Nothing else really to it.
You're being very weird today. Like, more than you normally are.
This is fairly normal though. Like, I'm just wanting book.
Okay, let me put it this way. Yes, you reading books is fairly normal. You wanting my input on the books that you read is the weird part.
Okay, I can see how that's strange. Rhogar size and celestial. I know. I feel you, man. I wanted to use it.
If you want to use Celestial, use
I'm
Celestial.
not using celestial. I'm using elvish. That was the option.
Alright, so you guys are having this discussion, heading towards the library.
Yes.
And back at the arena, you guys have been questing now for about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh,
As people, go in. Some matches are quick, some matches take a little while. And what you have noticed is that most of the matches are a combatant versus some kind of beast or creature. And that unless that beast or creature or multiple beasts or creatures are too far gone, like the poor allosaurs that you thoroughly decimated, the arena management seems to really do their best to try to keep them alive and be able to reuse. Those clerics are, running and gunning for, healing up things and trying to prevent loss of life. The goal is not necessarily to kill, but to entertain and see who's the best. But as you're watching, the majority of the fights, the combatants are not faring well versus their opponents. And as you get further and further into the roster, it's actually come down now to there are only 2 teams and 2 solos. So when the MC comes out next, he says, "It has been whittled down to our final 2 combatants in the solo category. So let's hear it for Crusader!" And they call your name, Rhogar, and you come out to the field. "And Hedvar the Pious!" And if I can find him...
I see a kitty.
She's a very demanding kitty.
Kitty.
And you two are now facing off against each other on opposite ends of the arena. And the MC looks to the crowd and says, "For honor and glory, commence!" And hustles off the field. And once again, you are now in combat. Roll for initiative.
okay. 17.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wish an 18 or a 19 would have been better, but -1.
Yeah. Well, what's your dexterity?
-1.
-1. Because he also got a 17.
Mm.
But his dex modifier is 0, so he gets to go first.
Fucking cleric.
Womp, 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 womp.
So, Edvar is up first. And the very first thing he does is you see a light building in his hand. And he goes, "For Paylor!" and shoots it towards you. And you get struck by this bolt of energy, which you'd recognize this as a guiding bolt.
Mm.
You take 15 points of radiant damage.
Good thing I'm resistant to magic, and I'm also resistant to radiant.
There you go. So you take
So
7 points.
bro, you pissed me off.
And then he moves closer. And that seems to be his turn right there. So you are up.
Okay.
We're all showing our support.
For the honor of Grayskull. Nice.
That's what I think of when you say for honor and glory or whatever.
Do it.
I will walk my full 30 feet. I mean, it's hard for me to measure.
Yeah. I'm just getting an idea. Yeah, we'll say that's close
Oh,
enough.
I'm
you
gonna
can
be
get-
bright.
You can get right up to him.
Okay, good. Actually, well then, I'm not gonna get super close to him. I'll say like 10 feet back.
So you're going to stay like 10 feet back or so? Okay.
Yeah. And I will I'll give him like a good old chuckle, like haha. And I will hold up my amulet of Tenebris, and I will aim it at him and say Tenebris's wrath, as I cause spectral hands to rise up from the ground, and I will attempt to restrain him. He can do strength or dexterity saving throw. It's his choice, and it's a DC 17.
Ooh.
Strength or dex saving throw. His choice.
I suggest Dex.
He has to have one has to be higher. Unless he's strictly magic based.
Okay, so and what was the DC?
17.
And he shakes it off.
All right. And then I will just Mark of Tenebris him
Okay.
with my bonus action.
All right. So that is your turn.
Mhm.
So on his turn, he moves up, and I have a question for you. Is there anything on your sheet that, for feats or class ability, that makes you immune to being frightened?
I think that's my next level. Wait, 10. Yeah, no, my next level.
Okay. So as he gets close to you, you have this feeling of dread. And you are now suffering from the frightened condition.
Was it a spell?
No.
Hmm.
So, again, you can't willingly move closer to him. Of course, he's right up on you. And you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while he is within line of sight.
Okay.
Okay.
I can fix this.
Use
And-
darkness so you can't see him.
Well, I can
And
see
then-
through it, sadly.
Well, he can't
And-
see you. Probably.
He, let's see.
Damn, he has an attack.
I need a Constitution save.
19 plus 7, 20 something, 26.
Did you roll at disadvantage?
Oh, wait, it's for saving throws as well?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Only said ability checks and attack rolls.
Yeah.
Well, this is his thing. Aura of Terror. When a hostile creature within 5 feet makes an attack roll or saving throw, it has disadvantage on the roll. Creatures that are immune to the frightened condition are immune to this trait.
Oh,
Oh.
because it sounded like you said ability checks at first.
Well, I was reading frightened, but
Oh.
it's this special bit says your attack rolls
I'm
or saving
fine.
throws.
So it would be the first one was a 19, this one's an 18.
Okay, so you feel he moved about attempting to make a cast a spell on you, and you feel like your eyes were failing for a moment. Like everything just seemed to kind of lose focus, but then you tightened your muscles, you focused your energy, and you shrug it off. And you'd recognize that as blindness deafness he tried to cast on you.
This motherfucker.
And that is his turn.
Wait a second. He's only cast spells at me.
Must
Well,
be squishy.
I was like, I have silence. I'm like, bro, you want to go? Actually, before I do that, though, I will use my action and I will hold my amulet tight and I will cast Mirror Image.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, have fun fucking hit. Oh, he uses saving throws though. That was a fuck up on me. And then can I heal myself bonusly anymore? No. Damn it. That's my turn. There's now 4 Rhogars on the battlefield.
Alright.
There's your answer to how he touched that lady earlier.
Just 4 of me.
Okay, so you cast Mirror Image.
That's a whole new term to
Anything else you're gonna
gangbang.
Nope.
do? Okay,
Sadly.
so it is his turn, and so this time he casts another spell, and I need a Wisdom save. Again, remember disadvantage.
Okay. 17. Oh, that's a not a D20.
Yeah, roll the
That was
d20.
Yeah. Oh, and a nat 20. So
Nice, no
17
problem.
plus 10, 27.
Okay. You see shooting out from his holy symbol, engulfing an area around him. As that seems to go quite a distance around him are these motes of energy that look like tiny little suns floating around, and they attempt to harass and attack you, but you're able to easily dodge out of their way. And that
Goodness
is his turn.
gracious.
But they persist.
My to hit one is so low. What other spells can I stack on myself?
Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Sorry. You do take 6 reduced to 3 because you're resistant to it. Radiant damage.
Okay. I don't want to drop my Tenebrous because when I hit him, I can hurt him. I know this is dumb, but I will attempt to make some disadvantage attacks.
Okay.
I can tell already. Oh, never mind. So the first one was a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna roll. The other one was a nat 1.
Okay. So it is his turn, and this time
It's about to be
he
the longest
takes
fight
2
ever.
swings at you with his mace, and the first one is at advantage due to his guiding bolt, and he hits with that one. So you take you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage and 15 points of radiant reduced to 7. So for a total of 17 total.
Okay.
His second attack is not an advantage, just a regular attack.
Frick is he?
But that is enough to hit. So for that one, you take another 10 points of bludgeoning and 13 reduced to 6 points of radiant damage. So another 16 points.
I have not hit him. All right.
I told you going solo would be hard.
No, I'll be okay. All right, for my turn, I'll be nice. Let me 1 and 2. Okay, yeah. I will go ahead and drop my Mark of Tenebris
Okay.
and cast Darkness, focusing it on my shield.
Okay.
So 15 feet around me
15-foot radius.
from my
Okay.
shield.
Okay, so now he is in darkness.
Yeah. Oh wait, he took 2 swings at me.
Yep.
I have a mirror image up.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and it's supposed to roll a d20 for that.
Yeah.
To determine which one.
So each time. Okay, so I'm rolling a d20.
If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate with 2, and 8 or higher with 1 and 11. So you got to roll a 6 or higher.
All right. Oh, I'm about to say, is this with disadvantage?
No, this is just a straight d20.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, the first one was a 2.
Okay, so that means that first attack hit you.
All right. So yeah, and then the second one, 7.
Okay, so you don't. So you took the first 17 points of damage. You didn't take the second 16 points, and one of your duplicates is gone.
All right.
So.
Ooh, okay. So yeah.
Thank you for reminding me of that. I forgot that.
It's because I was like, why am I down a second spell slot?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. And then that took my action. Yeah. So that's the end of my turn. I just cast Darkness.
Okay. He goes again and takes 2 more swings at you. This time with disadvantage, because he is in darkness.
Yeah.
But yeah, that definitely. Let's see. Wait, 9. Nope, that's gonna miss. So that one misses, and the second attack also definitely misses. That was a 3 and the 5 on the die. So it is your turn.
All right. I'm so glad I stacked all these spells. I'm gonna use another action to cast at a 3rd level Armor of Agaths.
Okay.
Giving me 15 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Oh, that'll be my turn. I guess the commoners aren't gonna watch this fight.
All right. So, and I actually need another wisdom save from you at disadvantage.
Okay. 16 and 12, so 22.
Okay. So, not a problem. So you take only 6 points of radiant damage, reduced from 12.
Okay.
As these motes of energy that look like mini Palor suns are floating around and bothering you.
Fucking asshole.
And
all right.
Then he missed his attacks, and you did Armor of Agathis, so he's gonna take 2 more swings, again at disadvantage. Ooh, that's gonna hit. Now roll to see if it hits one of your duplicates.
All right. 12.
12. That is above both. Yep. So one more of your duplicates is gone. You need to do an 8 or higher. And then his second attack. Oh yeah, that misses big time. Natural 1.
Yes. Welcome to hell.
Him and his fluffy shoulders.
All right. Do I have any other spells? I guess I'm going to Fuck it, I'll go for it. At least I'm in darkness now, so he can't see my attack coming. So I roll flat now.
Question: Somebody
Yes,
in
you
the
do.
somebody in the chat brought this up, asking, does he also take 5 cold damage?
Not yet. He hasn't hit me.
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
not yet. Not since he put up Armor of Agathis.
And it would
Yeah.
be 15 since he cast it at the third one.
Yeah.
Yep.
15 damage. All right. So yeah, since I'm in darkness, that's just a flat roll for me since I have disadvantage. And all right.
Yep.
Please. Okay. 14 on the die.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Cast. Yeah. Well, luckily enough, it's a +9. I'm casting a
Yeah.
3rd level inflict wounds.
Okay. Give me
All
your,
right.
Give me your damage.
5d10. I don't have d10s like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll. Oh, that's cool. They're like little health potions.
I
I got
love
I
those
love
guys.
those.
They're so much fun.
I was like, wow. 34.
Ouch. He felt that. Bigly. That was really good.
Yeah, I guess that's the end of my turn. I have
Okay.
1 spell slot left.
Roll another wisdom save at disadvantage.
I fucking hate this shit.
Okay, but he only has.
Actually, hold on. Before you do that, I have to roll this, and he has advantage on it because that's his thing. But I still don't think that's good enough. What's his con save? No, you see the little motes of light dissipate. So you don't take any damage from Spirit Guardians as you
Okay.
focus
Ooh.
concentration on that.
Oh, it's that fucking spell.
Yep.
Okay.
So, yep. So he doesn't do that, but he does once again attempt to swing at you. And okay, that's gonna hit. So you got 1 mirror image left. So roll your d20.
Higher. 16.
Okay, so it hits the
No more
last one.
damage.
That sucked too that he's at disadvantage because he did get a nat 20 on one of those two.
God.
His second attack. And no, complete whiff.
The tides have turned.
Yep, it is your turn.
All right. I feel like, yeah, I'll burn my last spell slot to inflict wounds. Oh, it was so close to a nat 20. It's an 18
That still
plus
hits.
9.
That still hits.
I'm sad though. I was really happy.
That's all right.
All right, we're looking at just 21.
That's it. Just 21.
Yeah.
So, as this globe of darkness that for a moment had these weird motes of light kind of spinning in and out of it, those lights go away for just a moment, and then as you bring your hand towards him and unleash this blast of just painful dark energy, it seems like a shockwave emits from this complete black spot in the middle of the arena, and everyone gasps. Show me what you got, Rhogar.
I mean, like I would imagine Rhogar would. He had an amulet. I mean, would it be on his chest?
Sure.
Yeah, like I feel like I would like place my hand right on top of it and just blast it right there.
All right. And it blasts him, and he actually flies back from the force of this spell and its energy, and it seems like the life just drains out of him. And immediately, even though you did not drop it, you feel your darkness gets suppressed, And the MC says, "What an amazing battle!" And
We couldn't
Clerics of
see.
Paler are running out and taking care of him.
Rhogar goes into a blind rage and choking. I'm
And
out of everything.
they pick him up and they take him off after healing him up. And the MC comes out and says, "Let's hear it for our champion, Crusader!" Everyone goes nuts. Zeroth and Eurydice, one thing you would have noticed from the sidelines is that, surprisingly, you saw this dark splotch appear in the center, but as soon as that happened, ripples around the edge of the arena itself that come up from the boundary that goes around it seem to encase the arena, and it's like you can see now what's inside happening in there, even though the combatants themselves may not be able to.
Cool.
And you watched everything happen.
I thought they missed everything.
And everyone is going absolutely nuts. No, they got contingencies. The crowd's got to see their fight, man.
True.
And everyone just goes nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I leave. Oh yeah, no.
I was answering.
Yeah, before I leave, I'll throw off my helmet.
Okay.
And just toss it to the ground. I'll wait to do my big reveal later. I was being a little dramatic since I just defeated a Paler bastard.
All right. So that is what you do.
Limping out.
And now
What should he do?
the MC comes out once again. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Always twice. So the MC comes out once again and he says, "All right, are you ready for the conclusion of the team challenge?" And everyone goes nuts again. Roars go up in the crowd. And he says, "Let's bring out Gnome Crusher and Eurydice."
Me.
And they are facing their opponents, Gembrel and Rosa. And you see two figures come out and stand across from you in the arena. Gembrel, you see an elven man who's relatively tall and broad. His stature is impressive, even compared to many humans. Black, straight, shoulder-length hair falls over his shoulders, the shoulders of his shining silvery plate armor. An ornate scimitar rests on his hip in its scabbard. He holds his gaze upon his opponents, you guys, with a stern expression on his countenance, which, strangely enough, enhances how attractive he is. As you look upon him, you can't help notice the intricate filigree on his armor that weaves in patterns of the forest, trees, vines, branches, and leaves. It's so well done that it seems more alive than not, and as he moves to and fro in an easy, confident manner, your eyes have a hard time being able to focus on him. Rosa, tall and lithe, covered from head to toe in leather, a mask in the visage of a raven covering her face. Even her hair is hidden, neatly tucked into the back of her armor, with a hood pulled up tightly around her skull that flows out into a cape that seems to absorb the light around it. Only her eyes can be seen, endless dark pools peering out from behind the mask. In one hand she holds a blade, 2 feet in length, that seems to have wisps of darkness slowly swirling around it. She bounces lightly from one foot to another with the surety of balance. All the while her gaze never wavers as she too stares, fixated on you two standing before her and her companion. Once again, the MC, standing in the middle of the arena, says, "For honor and glory, commence!" And he runs off. And I need initiative from you guys.
Ooh, nice.
I got 20.
21.
All right. So, let's see here. Come on, you. So hers, okay. That's that, and his. All right. So, what's your dexterity, Eurydice?
+5.
+5. Okay.
That's why I've been telling you to roll twice.
So, we got. Come on. There's one. Eurydice. What was yours, Zeroth?
20.
20? Okay. Surprisingly, 20 was actually the low. They got a 19 on the die, and they both have decent decks. So.
Were you asking me what I rolled or what my dexterity was?
No, what you rolled.
Okay.
Yeah, what you got.
It was a
So,
20.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, they got a 19 on the die, and then they ended up with a 23 and a 21. And Eurydice's dex beat out the 21 for Gembrel. But Rosa is first. And she, hold on, right there. She runs up to here and then waits. And then it is Eurydice's turn.
Okay, Eurydice is looking at Rosa, dead in the eye. It's gonna use Scorching Ray. All of her all 3 rays are going toward her.
Okay. So roll your attack for each one of those.
Okay, a 17, 18, and a natural 20.
Ouch! Well, all 3 hit.
Sweet.
This might be a shorter fight than I thought.
Hold on, I did it wrong. Okay, the first one is going to do 7 damage.
Okay.
The second one is going to do 9 damage.
Okay.
And then I rolled double for the crit, right?
Yep.
Okay, that one will do 13 damage.
Nice. Yeah, she's not happy about that. However,
Bitch.
she was waiting for you to do something. And her held action now goes into effect. As she shoots. And definitely misses with that. Unless your AC is... Yeah, she misses. Bad low roll. Okay. So, that was your turn. Is there anything else you want to do? Bonus action, movement?
I'm going to bonus action insight with her, the insightful fighting.
Okay. So, go ahead and we'll do our opposed rolls.
18.
You can't quite figure her out. She's moving in a very odd manner.
Bitch.
Alright, so that is your turn. So Gembrel is up. And he moves to right in front of her. And... and that is it. He stands right there. And that's his turn. Zeroth, you are up.
Okay. Can.
So.
Can't really hear you there, Dana.
Sorry. So Eurydice and Zeroth are the ones all the way in the back, and then those 2 are in the middle of the arena.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So you're nowhere near anyone.
Okay.
You could.
I'm gonna
You
try
can
and
move right up to him. You've got the movement.
Okay.
You can move up to him.
Yeah, I can.
Just-
I'm gonna move up to him, and then I'm gonna rage, which gives.
You're gonna want to specify where you're gonna move because if you don't, he might put you right between them. So
I want to get
No, I
right
wouldn't- I
behind
wouldn't-
them.
You want to try to get behind him.
Yeah. No, not the
Okay.
first one I see. Whoever is in behind.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to do. See exactly how much, because you got 40 feet of movement, right?
50.
50. Okay, then yeah, you definitely can get behind, but in order to do so, you are going to draw attacks of opportunity.
yeah. So
Then. I guess I'll get up right
you have
next
a
to him.
javelin. You
Okay.
have javelins and longbows. Meaning you don't have to get right
I
on
know.
them.
I'm gonna rage and use my bonus action for fire damage there.
Well, rage is a bonus action.
Okay. Raging is the bonus action.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't? Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and hit him with the Great Axe then.
Okay, go for it.
So 17, 20. So 24 for the first hit.
That will hit.
And I think. How close am I then? Because it looks like I'm like right on top of him.
You
Okay,
are.
I'm
You're
right in front of that person.
him. You're right in front of him.
Okay, cool.
So, how
Alright,
much damage
okay.
on that first hit?
Both of these.
Could you hear me?
Okay, so the
17.
15
and
is
17
the
if
first
you guys didn't
damage.
hear me.
So the first damage was 15,
Yes.
Fucking piece of shit things.
and what did you get for your second attack?
17. He rolled a 25 to hit on his second one,
Okay, so
and then got 17 damage.
Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. So there you go. That is your turn. So it is Rosa's turn. And actually, before she goes, Gembrel's held action goes into effect as he takes a swing at you with his sword. So I believe a 16 hits you. Yes, it does.
Yes.
It does.
Okay. So that is going to be yoinks. 7 points of slashing damage reduced to 3 because you're raging. And come on, there we go. Get rid of that. And then Rosa moves right up here next to him and you. And she attacks. And all 3 attacks of hers hit. Okay, so the first one is going to do... what happened to the dice? There we go. 25 points of damage as she sneak attacks you, so that's reduced to 12 because you're raging. The second attack does... Oh, I forgot to add the 4. So, sorry, it would be 29 points of damage for the first attack, reduced to 14. The second attack would have been 9 reduced to 4. And the third attack... what the heck is going on with that? 9 again reduced to 4. So that is her actions. And Eurydice is up.
Okay. Give me just a second. Okay. I'm gonna move right over here.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna use Lightning Lure on Rosa and just
Alright.
try and pull her my way. It's a
Okay.
strength saving at 14.
Strength save of 14. And no, that is a fail.
Haha. So she gets pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards me and takes 2d8 lightning damage.
Alright.
And that's 9 damage.
Alright, so she's right there, and she takes 9
And-
damage.
Zeroth is wondering. Zeroth is wondering if he gets an attack of opportunity because she leaves his
Nope.
range.
That's forced movement. You don't get attacks of opportunity for forced movement.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to do the insight thing again.
Okay. And she is going to see how deceptive she is.
I got a 23.
Yeah, you think you've got a handle on how she moves now.
Oh, good.
And that is all for your turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. Gembrel now shifts around. He doesn't leave your threat range, but shifts around to get next to Rosa, and then takes 3 swings of his sword at you. And that is going to be a hit and 2 misses, actually. As he does a whopping 7 reduced to 3 points of slashing damage to you. And that is his turn. So Zeroth, you are up.
Kill him.
I don't know if you can. Well, any of you who are in Tailspire can probably actually hear the
Sorry.
music of it. No worries.
I'm gonna move. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna activate my storm aura to burn both of them because they're
Alright.
within 10 feet of me.
Yep. Okay, so they both take 3 points.
Okay, and Gembrel is right in front of me, so I'm going to try to attack him first.
Okay. Oh yeah. By the way, speaking of which, that 3 points of fire damage. That kind of saved your guys' asses against Smasher. Because he would have been regenerating 10 points a turn if he wasn't taking either fire or acid damage.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's insane.
So he got 15 to hit on the first swing.
That misses.
Okay.
And then a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
And
Nice.
So
at 20 to
roll your
hit,
hit at crit.
so 27.
27. Well, that hits, but I mean, nat 20. So roll your damage.
So 18 damage.
18? Did I hear that right? 18 damage?
Yeah, it's 18.
All right.
Yep. I don't know why it keeps
Nice.
breaking up every time I roll a damn die.
That's all right. That's all right. Hey, that was good though.
It has 112 hit points.
Hey, now quit cheating.
I'm watching the stream.
I know, but don't be telling. Can't wait until. I don't think he has brutal critical yet. He's not high enough level for that. You don't have brutal critical, do you?
No, he should.
So,
Well, let's see. You're
Do
9th
I?
level.
Yeah, you're 9th level. It should be when you roll a critical hit.
Double check. Yes, you do have brutal critical, so you roll 1 extra d12 since you're using an axe.
Oh, that's why it gave you the 3, the 5, and the 3.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, you rolled it on
Oh,
D&D Beyond?
it didn't
should have
roll
already-
the.
Did it not roll the brutal?
No,
It
it
only
only
let
rolled
me
the
roll
2.
2.
Oh, okay, so then it should be 1 more d12.
But 1 more d12 is
14
an
plus
additional.
3.
It's an additional
for
14 damage.
It's just a d
Okay,
straight
so
d12.
Okay.
It's
14.
14 damage.
Straight d12 can't be higher than a 12.
It's
It's not taking my +3.
No.
Mm-mm.
It's
that
an
was already
11
added
damage.
in.
No. What I mean is he has a +3 to the attack, not including.
Right, that doesn't add on a brutal critical. Brutal critical is just an additional 1d12 added when you get a critical. Plus the
Okay, then it
regular
would just
stuff
be
you-
11.
Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay, so you still have bonus action? Actually, no, use that for your fire.
Yeah, use it for fire.
Okay, and you're not going to move?
Nope. I'll stay
Okay.
right there.
So Rosa is up, and she's tired of your stuff there, Eurydice. So she steps forward, and she is going to attack 3 times. Okay, so that one misses, that hits, and that's a nat 20.
Oh shit. I am going to use my reaction for a hellish rebuke
Okay.
at
her
second level
damage-
because that.
Yep. Her damage occurs first, though, so
Okay.
that's going to be... And there is no sneak attack on this because her ally is not quite within range because you moved her far enough away. So
Haha.
it's just going to be... Oh, wow. Rolling out. 2. So that's 6 damage on the first one. And then
Okay.
I got to roll this. This is the critical. Oh, geez, she rolled low. 7 damage on the critical. She rolled a 1 and a 2. Come on.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, and then I'm using my hellish rebuke, which is a
Okay.
dex saving throw of 14.
Okay. Yeah, she makes that.
Okay. So 9 fire damage.
And as
That was half.
you do that, she manages to pull an amazing move and completely avoids all of it.
Oh, fuck you.
And that is her turn. But it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm done with this. So I've got my dagger in one hand, my short sword in the other, and I'm just gonna whack her.
Okay.
20 for the dagger, for my packed weapon,
Okay.
and a nat 20 for my sword.
Oh, shit. Like I said, this would probably be over quicker than I thought.
Okay, so I'm doing the sneak attack with my dagger because that's in my main
Yeah.
hand. Okay. That's 18 damage.
Okay.
And then 7 damage with my sword.
That was the crit.
Yes.
So you only did 7?
Yeah.
Okay. You had a bad crit just like I did.
Yep.
Oh, well. Okay. So that is your turn?
Mm,
You gonna do anything with
Yes.
your bonus action? Okay. Alright.
I am good.
Alright, so Gembrel is up. And he is actually going to move over next to Rosa and Eurydice, so you get an attack of opportunity there, Zeroth.
Does he just roll a straight attack?
Straight attack.
Does he need to roll to hit?
Yes.
17 to
17.
hit.
Nope, that does not hit.
Oh.
And then Gembrel swings 3 times at you, Eurydice.
Shit.
None of them hit. In fact, he rolls a natural 1 on one of them. That
Haha.
was the shittiest roll of 3 20s in the world.
She's just gonna laugh at him. Just like, ha ha.
That was his
You
turn.
little bitch.
Zeroth, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna be attacking that lady. I'm gonna move.
You're gonna move up to her?
He's gonna
Mhm.
move to stand like between them.
Okay. Between-ish. I mean, there's
So
technically...
he's like right
yeah.
across from Eurydice.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
And then
Technically, there's squares and you're where you're at, but...
the bonus action?
She'll get caught on fire.
Oh.
I can use my I can use my uncanny dodge.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna move up between them, and I'm gonna burn them both then. So.
Okay, so they both take 3.
All
And
right.
I use my uncanny dodge to take.
Reduce that to 1.
Yay!
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack that lady. So, 18 for the first hit.
That hits. So go ahead and roll damage on
16 for the second hit.
that. Hold on. Roll damage for the first hit.
First hit is 10 damage.
10. Okay, and so she is going to do that. Okay, and immediately as you do that, Gembrel whips around and takes a swing at you. And hits.
Hmm. Okay.
And you take... He's like rolls the same damn thing every time. 7 reduced to 3.
Okay.
Okay, and you need to
And then
roll
you
for
need
your second attack.
Yep, second attack.
All right.
So 25 to hit for the second attack.
That'll hit.
And it's 15 plus
18 damage.
And she goes down.
Ooh.
So it would have been her turn. It is now Eurydice's turn.
Okay, well, Eurydice turns towards Mr. Fighterman.
Fighter-Man. Fighter-Man.
Fighterman. And she takes her dagger and she swipes at him. That's a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, before that, she is gonna do her insightful fighting thing
Okay.
to see if she can get her sneak attack.
Oh,
That's 23.
yeah.
Okay.
Pretty easy.
And the damage is 9 plus 15.
All right. So 24 damage.
Wow. And then the sword is 26 to hit.
That hits.
And it does 2 damage.
Okay. And it is his turn. And he attempts to unleash on you, Eurydice. And that is going to be a hit, a miss, and a hit. So 2 hits. Eight. For a total of 21 between both of them.
Uncanny dodge for one of those.
Okay. How many of those do you have?
It's a reaction.
Oh, yep, it is. There you go. So uncanny dodge. So let me double check the actual amounts for each.
When attack,
one.
you can see hit.
Yep,
When
yep,
attack
no,
moves
I'm just looking at the damage for each of those. So first one or second one? Do you want to use uncanny dodge on?
second.
Second. Okay, so that one was 9. So that was 9 out of the 21. So give yourself 5 hit points back
Okay.
because you would have only taken 4 out of the 9. And
Okay.
that's his turn. So Zeroth, you're up.
Okay. All right. Cool. Then. Okay.
$13 was the first hit, which would miss.
That misses.
Think.
Yep.
Then 18 for the second one.
That also misses.
I mean, you can do your Storm Aura as your bonus action, but she's going to take 3 points of fire.
Yeah, and I can't take
Well,
much
now
more.
I can hear people.
So now it's Eurydice's turn then. if
Okay,
he doesn't
so-
do that. Do you
Was I able to hit anybody?
No.
Nope, both missed.
Okay. Cool. All right. Then never mind. I'm done.
Okay, so Eurydice, you're up.
Okay, I'm doing the same attacks. Okay. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Okay, 21 to hit for the dagger.
That hits.
Okay. 9 plus 18 damage with sneak attack.
Okay.
24 to hit with the short sword.
Okay.
And 4 damage.
Eurydice, why don't you show me what you got?
Okay. Okay. So, Eurydice is going to jump up and stab her knives into either side of this guy's neck. And she's just going to, like, steer him around like a headless chicken. And she's going to just drive him into the ground. She's like, go down, you bastard! This is my victory!
As
And then she's just going to, stab.
okay, as
Just a few extra.
as you bring your daggers up, you manage to find the spot right between the pauldrons on his shoulders and his helmet, and slide your daggers in on either side.
Oh, a dagger and a short sword.
A dagger and a short sword. Slide it in, and he drops. Once again, the clerics immediately come out to attempt to tend the wounded and bring them back. And the MC comes out to the circle, to the center of the arena, and says, "And our champions, Eurydice and Gnome Crusher!" And the crowd goes absolutely wild.
Woo.
Yay! Now, back at the library, while all this is going on.
With the last 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Yes, she went down.
Library indeed.
Mhm.
So he will go in and specifically look for a book that is Elvish.
Okay. So you are looking for an Elvish book. Give me a perception check.
Would this be an investigation?
Yeah, we can do investigation. That'll work.
Leo. A natural 20 for a 29.
Okay. Yeah, you find an entire section of Elvish literature. in fact, several different things. It's instead of being broken up into categories of, science and other kinds of things, like other areas of the library are broken up into different categories. This is Elvish, and then inside there are many different things, from poetry to fiction to studies to magic to it's a variety of different things intermixed. It's just all, which is the Elvish section.
Right. Then yeah, he will look for the fiction stories.
Okay. Which
Diana
you find several.
would have actually wandered off looking in the religion section for things on Saloon.
Okay. We'll say go ahead and give an investigation.
Got a 27.
Yeah, you find...
18 plus 9.
You find... not a book devoted specifically to Saloon, but a very large... it's a thick tome, and it is dedicated to a discussion of the gods and goddesses. And it's... You look at the title and it says, On Divinity. And as you, kind of thumb through it, you see there are sections in there on, large sections on the major gods, and one of them is Saloon.
Having that in mind, she's actually also going to go to the front wherever the librarians are.
Mm-hmm.
Because giant city, big library, the fact that this is the only thing she found, she's going to go up to them and ask them, am I just blind, or do you not have anything to specific deities?
So when you get up
Specifically a deity named Saloon.
You get up there and you see an elderly woman who is obviously a gnome, and she says,
let me just take you to this section on religion, and we'll just see what there is.
And she starts kind of waddling over there, and between her short legs and her obviously advanced years, it's
Jacob
a little slow
will
going.
secretly walk by. Hey, had to get
It's
the
a little slow
librarian.
going. But she finally does arrive with you at the religious section and takes this little cane that she has and uses it like a pointing stick and says,
you see here,
and she taps on some of the books.
we have this encyclopedia
And she points across.
on Palor.
And you see...
I'm looking for Saloon specifically.
Yes, hold your horses.
As she points to what looks to be 30 volumes.
I have ADHD, so this is hard.
But she points to
Jacob
what looks to be
laughing in the back.
a 30-volume encyclopedia that she describes to you is on Palor, which is taking up a large portion of the religion section. And then she points to some others, books that are also about Palor. And
Ma'am, I understand. I have no interest in Palor.
But why not? I mean, it's Palor.
I have
the
no
god.
interest in him. I'm looking for Saloon for a specific reason.
Okay, 1 second.
she shuffles along and goes,
All right, Huh. There was a big book here.
So this is the only book you have.
And she looks.
Yes.
And she
The
uses
book.
her cane to tap the book in your hand.
There it is. Yes.
This is the only book you have. Out of this entire library, this is the only thing you have on a god that isn't Paylor?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I understand why Rhogar hates the god so much.
They're all in that one. Yes.
Alright, thank you, ma'am. And she's gonna go back.
No problem, Missy.
I go back to find Jacob, and the moment she finds him, the first words out of her mouth is, "In an entire giant library in a giant capital city, and the only selection in their entire religion area is Paylor this, Paylor that, Paylor, and one fucking book with Saloon in it." It's not even a book on her, it's just a single section in a giant book. Everything else is Paylor. I understand why Rhogar hates the god. She's just ranting.
The religion of the of the capital, is Paylor, but that's. Yeah, I get it. I think it's a little ridiculous that the library doesn't have more books on any other god. I mean, it's a library.
I'm pretty sure I would have better luck walking into the Paylor church and asking them if they had information on Saloon than this stupid library.
Yeah. But hey, look! And he pulls out one of his Elvish mythos books that he pulled out. Oh shit! Right, you can't read myth and folk tales.
She could read it. She can at least read it because last time I checked, Sylvan is written in Elvish, isn't it?
They are close enough. There's slight differences, but they are close enough to each other.
Well, again, Jacob's not thinking about that. He's just like, oh shit, myths and like folk tales.
You know, there is this one elven story I used to hear about a goddess who fell in love with a druid. It was actually quite cute. Though for the life of me, I can't remember what she was a goddess of.
I mean, maybe this book will have something on it. I'm not too sure yet.
Maybe.
We'll find out.
It was like when the universe was first created, kind of a goddess. And apparently she was notorious for being a forest deity.
Okay.
No, my father used to tell me stories about it, and apparently it had ties to our family, but I don't know how or why.
Alright, well. Maybe one day if we run into something like that, I'll be able to read it and understand what it's about.
Maybe it is in the book, I'm not sure.
Oh, I mean, there's only one way to find out, and it's just... go ahead and read through it.
So what you're going to be looking for specifically is a goddess who was considered a forest deity, who fell in love with a druid who lived in the forest. From what I can remember of what my dad told me, she fell in love with his love for the animals in the nature.
Alright.
It was when humans in the world was first created. What ended up happening was humans were trying to raid the forest, so he protected the forest with his own life, which caused her to actually take notice of him, I think?
You seem to know a lot about this story. I mean, I'm sure... Well, then again, I guess your dad did read it to you a lot. Sure, let's take this book. Yeah, let's take it. Who cares?
So you're gonna do the trick you did last time?
So, let's go down and talk to nice librarian, and he conjures...
And she's gonna be like, bear in mind when you talk to this old woman, she's slower than molasses.
Well, it's something I'm not used to. After all, I go into libraries a lot. Most of the time, it's old people.
Yeah, and she's a gnome, which makes her slower.
That's incredibly racist.
When gnomes get old, they get even slower. I don't know how else to say that.
So don't tell her that. She's gonna go off in
Trust
a very
me, I
slow
wanted
manner.
to. Really, really wanted to.
Alright, so he'll walk over to the gnome at the desk.
Okay.
Yes. How can I help you?
I'd like this book.
Okay. 1 second.
She turns
And I'd
around
like
and
to
she
check
goes
this one
to-
out as well.
Yes, I remember you. Yes,
She turns around and goes to some shelves with some papers. And for like the next 5 minutes is like rooting around in the shelves.
She's
Finally-
doing that. It's gonna do the minor conjuration to
Okay.
create the gold.
And finally she comes back with a paper. Oh, wow. Raid! Nice.
Ooh.
Awesome. Okay, craziness. The chat just went nuts. Oh my
Christ.
Whoa.
What the hell?
goodness. That's a raid. Damn.
Welcome, welcome.
Oh, the How I Nerd group.
Yes.
Welcome all.
Awesome.
Have fun.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so she finally gets some papers, and she brings them up to me and goes,
this is for this one,
and puts the paper down in front of you, Diana.
and this is for this one.
Puts a paper in front of you, Jacob.
Please sign, and it will be 2 gold, and you can keep the books for 2 days, and then please return them.
Diana's not gonna sign with her name. She's actually gonna use the fake names that Rhogar had made for them
Okay.
to get into the city.
Okay, no problem.
He will-
Because Diana's just gonna nudge Jacob and go, paper trail.
He's gonna write the name that he was given in Dwarvish.
Okay, good. Okay, so you
Yeah, she'll put hers in Sylvan.
and then you hand over the conjured gold.
Yep. The conjured, what, 2 pieces of gold or 4 pieces
Yep,
of gold?
Two, one per book.
2 for both?
One per book.
Okay. Yeah. I'll hand over 2 pieces of gold.
Okay, and then she takes that. She puts that in a little baggie. And it says-
No, that sucks.
Thank you.
and goes back to puttering around behind the counter.
All right. You have a good day, old timer.
Yes, you too, young man.
And you'll kind of like nod, and the hawk will nod. And then
Okay.
you'll turn and leave.
All right. Now,
To get the fuck out of here.
before you continue on, so in the arena,
Aw.
everyone has been going nuts. Don't worry, we're coming back to you. Everyone has been going nuts for the fights and the champions. Now, the MC comes out and settles everyone down, and he brings out Crusader, and he brings out Gnome Crusher and Eurydice. And once again, he presents you before the crowd, who cheer wildly and just go nuts. And Rhogar, you notice, actually on the 3rd deck as you look around, there you see Giselle, standing at a
My
railing,
wife.
and she is just cheering and, yay! It's just all happy. And you also notice, Eurydice specifically notices this, but Zeroth, she kind of, points you in that direction too, and you notice that on the ground level, kind of near one corner of the arena. They've managed to push themselves towards the front, so they're actually near the actual border of the arena. You see Renee and Laurel.
Yay!
And
Hey.
Laurel
the
is
best.
there with her sheathed dagger out in her hand, and she is just going, yeah, yeah, stab him, stab him.
God.
Oh, I love you.
And everyone is cheering, and then the administrator actually wheels a table out into the middle of the arena. On it lay the prizes from the display case. And she first goes to Rhogar, says, and the MC says, as the solo champion, you may
What's
pick
up?
2 of these items, and they are yours. And he turns to you two. As the team champions, you will get the remaining 3. So go ahead. You have, once again, on this table, a very nice looking sword that in the pommel has your house's symbol. There is a fairly fine looking cloak. There is a dagger that looks to be the blade of it not made of steel but of bone. In fact, almost like a tooth. There's also a great axe that also looks like the haft of it is made of a large bone, like a femur of some large creature. And then there is this little ornate box.
Want the box. I want to know what's in that box.
All right. First, I will select the Great Axe.
Okay.
Now.
There's Zeroth.
It's mine.
And then I'll grab the long sword with the sword, and we haven't determined if it was long or not.
Yeah, it's a long sword.
Okay,
short
good. I was like, I don't want a short sword, please no.
No, it's a long sword.
Oh yeah, I'll take the long sword, and with that,
So you're gonna take the long sword and the great axe.
yeah, I'm gonna take both. I'm gonna turn to the crowd real quick, and hold up the sword. I'm so used to
Wait.
having so many other spells.
Give me at advantage
Oh Jesus!
a straight intelligence check.
Damn it! Dad, help me!
Actually, I'm gonna say it's a wisdom check.
Okay.
Because it's not really knowledge;
Okay.
it's more like an intuition.
Whew. Okay. I was about to say, all right, so we're looking a lot better. So I got my first roll was a 2. Because you said intelligence, so
Yeah.
it got scared.
Yeah.
But my last one was 18. So plus 1 for wisdom for a 19.
19. As you pick up this long sword and you hold it in your hand, it feels familiar. Feels like you've held this sword before.
Popo.
You know intuitively that this was your father's sword.
Damn. I should have thrown the helmet off.
Damn.
Yeah, so with that now feeling super invigorated, I'll hold the sword aloft above my head. I'll cast a green flame blade just to ignite it on fire, to be a little
Okay.
extra cool. And I will
Just be a little
shout, Rhogar's all about flair. I'll say in the house, in the name of the house Silverwater, I, Rhogar, I guess it would be announce myself, not denounce myself. So yeah, I would announce myself
Okay.
as the current head of household. And then I'll sheath the longsword.
Okay.
Yeah. I can use my real name now.
Fuck yeah.
And then
You
two-
immediately get arrested.
you two
I cry in a corner.
are presented the other 3 items.
Eurydice just grabs the dagger and she's just like, mine, my precious. And she puts it on her hip or whatever, and then she reaches for the box and she's just like, I want to know what's in the box. She opens the box.
In it,
What's in the box?
You see what looks like a finely carved and polished smooth stick. About
Oh man, it's a stick.
about 12 inches long. Just
a foot long
just,
stick.
just small enough to fit into the box.
Okay. I'm going to ask Jacob what this is. And then she closes.
You see him.
It's the stick that's normally up his ass.
Oh my god.
Just like
I mean, he's not wrong, but
well, this is in a pristine box, so clearly this is not the one that is up your rectum.
That's true. That's true. It's not the one that's used. It's brand new. He's got a new one to shove up.
Still has a warranty.
Still has a warranty. Nice.
All right. And then the MC goes, and now let the celebration commence. And from the sides of the arena, you see some musicians come in towards the center, take up one corner of the actual arena floor, set up instruments, and begin playing. And many people flood into the actual arena floor and begin dancing. And there are, food is brought out, and it is now this big ass party going on, and everyone is having a blast.
What about our money?
Yeah, I need that.
That's there as well. You
Rolls around
are
it.
each handed from the MC a fairly hefty pouch. Rhogar, they hand one to you, and they hand one that is half the size of that to you, Zeroth, and to you, Eurydice. So you basically, it's at least, it's the same amount as what Rhogar got, but it's split into 2.
Okay, so how much did we get?
If you dig through there, you and start counting it. Rhogar, you've got 2,000, and each of you've got 1,000 gold.
Okay.
I need a little bit more. By a little bit, I mean a lot.
I still have more than you guys.
I mean, it's nice to have money.
Some of us don't shake our tail floof to get money.
Yeah, or
So during this party, not satisfied with her monetary reward, Eurydice is going to pickpocket any rich person she can find.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Only way.
In order to do that, you would have to go up to the 2nd floor. To
Oh, yeah, this is the poor
private,
people.
Enclosed to the
Ah,
box
you're with the
seating.
peasants.
You'd have to
Yeah,
try
she
to
might as well.
sneak
She
into-
can. She.
you'd have to sneak your way into the box seating.
Yeah, she can do that. I will do that.
Hold on to your coin in case you get in trouble.
And your items.
Well, yeah, she'll hand the box to Sarah.
I need to go with the stick.
in my box.
Don't lose my stick.
I want that stick back. We're gonna play a nice game of fetch with it later.
Hmm?
Nightmare's gonna destroy it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, you guys leave my dog alone. Me and Nightmare
I'm
gonna have to have a
surprised
talk
you
after
didn't
this.
try to bring Nightmare with, and then bam
I
to
just
Direwolf.
I get so nervous. I don't want him to get hurt.
Yeah, I was supposed to say,
Oh,
I'd be
yes,
worried
people-
about the dog dying.
Yeah, well, I guess they could have healed it. I didn't think about that.
I mean, dude took 2 fucking blades to the throat.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, I didn't think
Alive.
about that.
Ish.
And that blade would have went all the way down into nearly his stomach.
Oh yeah, that would have punctured
maybe.
all.
Maybe. Maybe.
It would have gone
A
Maybe
short
it's
sword going
spleen,
all the way in.
from here
kidney,
down. If from the left
spleen,
side, it would go
kidney, lung or two.
through
Heart,
the right
lung.
lung into the left lung, puncturing the heart. It
Oh,
would
it
be
goes through the liver probably.
stomach
There's
So
some-
should
and
I make a
and
stealth
the organ.
check to see if I can make my way up there?
Okay, yep. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
I will say Rhogar will approach Zeroth for the first time.
Okay.
Oh,
I know we've never actually got to interact.
24.
We just get misplaced by our fellow comrades all the damn time.
and
So
not
what
once
do you, Rhogar?
you up.
So you approach Zeroth.
Yeah.
And
I
while
will,
you're- While you're discussing, I will also then need 2 more stealth checks and 3 sleight of hands.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, I'll do the stealth first.
Okay. Yeah, just type
23.
Just type
Okay.
it in Discord, and that way these 2 can interact.
The first time.
Oh man!
This is crazy. We've been in 8 sessions? We never
Yeah,
talked.
it's just side quips.
And then just like, hey, okay, bye.
Yeah, that's literally we've interacted one time. We met in the market. We said hi, and then you left.
I was like, who the fuck is this dude? Oh. Yeah, so yeah, I'll approach him and be like, hello, I am Rhogar. And,
Hi, Rhogar. I am Zeroth.
I'm like, this is a first for us. I don't use great axes. I mean,
Okay.
do you?
Yes.
You watched him use it in the
I'm
fight.
just holding mine in my hand like
I wasn't paying
Yeah.
attention during your fight. Sorry, I was getting tended to. I was
You're
I
fine.
was crowd surfing. I was busy.
I feel like even you forgot that you're brothers.
No.
Uh,
Yeah, I'd be
But-
pissed if someone took that.
There's a reason I'm not pissed about it, but
yeah.
No, I saw
I,
them.
mean, I didn't know. Well, I think this would be way better in your hands than in my hands.
well, thank you.
You were most graciously welcome.
I don't know how to end this confrontation. Want to go hunting? I don't.
Sure. I have to
Sweet.
go see my future wife first.
Ah.
Yeah, it happened last night.
And it's never letting you live that down.
So technically, since it happened last night, you should have had advantage all day.
Very true.
I mean, I guess. Now that I thought about it, I should have
He had
probably.
he gains the
that
well
after
laid.
sex high.
Yeah, I should have. I definitely should have did ceremony and actually wedded us that night. Then my AC would. Then I would have been a little hard. Oh wait, no, she's got to be near me. That's a little too risky. Never mind. There's so much logic behind getting married. But yeah, we'll meet after this party and go hunt.
Sweet,
Nightmare needs it.
sweet. Ate half my elbow meat.
Yeah, he's hungry.
Um,
I'll sleep
after
here.
I've pilfered the gold, I'd like to just sit around or just kind of mosey around, being inconspicuous at least with the nobles, and see if I hear any names like Redstone or something.
Okay. I will need 3 more stealth checks.
Okay.
And, yeah, just send those 2.
Okay.
Alright. So, now Jacob and Diana, Jacob and Diana. Okay.
Yeah. That's the name. I mean, I guess right now, yeah, that's pretty accurate as we look like each other.
Yep.
Jacob and Diana.
Diana.
You heard me.
I don't like that.
No, I don't either.
Makes me uncomfortable.
That's where we're at.
New names.
What time
Yes.
of day?
It is it's almost noon.
Okay.
By the time everything is completed, with the actual arena combats and the start of the celebration, and
What else did you say I should roll?
3 stealth checks.
I did that.
Yeah, I just haven't had a chance to. Okay. All right. So, Jacob and Diana, it is about noon as you leave the library.
Mm-hmm.
The whole after telling him about the story, Diana's actually gonna like get kind of lost in her own head and start humming something. But like she starts to hum it and then stops, starts to hum it again, changes a couple of notes, then stops, and then starts to hum a third time and seems to finally get into the rhythm of whatever she was trying to remember.
Okay.
And it's just like humming under her breath now, and he can see her fingers moving as if she's holding her her lyre, the small harp, and plucking at the strings even though she's not actually holding on to it.
All right.
Sorry, it just there's a song that went with the story that my father used, like, when he would tuck me into bed and tell me the story, he would hum the song until I fell asleep.
Oh, all right. That's neat. In its own right. So, food and then the POC.
Rabbit? You think they have rabbit
we can
skewers
have
somewhere?
rabbit.
Don't say that so distastefully. It's amazing food.
I'm not the biggest fan of. Never mind. It's fine. Let's go. Let's go find it.
Although, now that I'll read it in a bit. Now that I think about it, how much longer does that gold last?
An hour, and then I can do it again. I can technically do this.
You
in
need
an
new robes.
amount of times, but yeah, I could get new robes.
You need new robes again.
What's wrong? Well, he looks down at his like leather chest piece and just looks back up. What's wrong with my robes?
The ones that are currently hidden with holes in it?
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
Hmm.
I didn't think about that. Well, I guess
I
let's go
should
find
really get you a more durable fabric this time.
the other one was pretty bad. Granted, I also fell onto spikes, so it might not have been the fabric's fault. When you fall into
So
something, it kind of goes through everything at that point.
Doesn't help that you're squishy.
Well, fabric didn't stop an iron spike, and I don't expect any fabric to.
Enchanted fabric might.
Enchanted fabric might, yes. And the problem with that is they could
I
probably
mean,
tell what I could do.
you seem to forget my clothing isn't always, this. Because you seem to forget I have that awesome little like enchanted leather armor stuff that changes how I want it to look.
Mm-hmm.
Should get you that, but robes.
Mm.
Wait,
It
why
might-
didn't Why didn't I just use the glamored armor to change my clothing? Why did I use your seeming?
You know, now that you say that, why the fuck did you take my other robes and do that shit?
They were destroyed and broken anyway.
Well, that's my second pair. The other ones were broken.
And you said we were going shopping, so we'll just buy you new ones. Don't even argue with that logic.
No.
It can't be considered your favorite if it's the only one you have.
So we'll get you new robes. And hey, now that you can actually see in color, you can actually see what I get you this time.
All right. It's still all a lot.
Yeah, you'll get used to it eventually. But hey, look at it this way. If you use it this way for a while, once you get used to it, it just gives you more of a reason to try and get your eyes back.
Yeah.
Alright, so as you guys are walking and talking and heading towards an area where there may be shops for clothes and
food,
things like that, at the arena the party has begun to spill out into the streets, and everyone is kind of moving out of the arena, and the MC is kind of ushering everyone out, so you're all kind of spilling out into the streets. And as you're getting out there, you see Eurydice, you see easily with your passive perception of ungodly that coming down one of the other streets, kind of across street, you see what kind of looks like Diana, but the ears are different color and the tail's different.
Hairstyle differently, and her eyes are green instead of blue, and
she looks different. But you're pretty sure that's still Diana because you've been around her enough, and
mannerisms are the same.
Yeah, mannerisms and all that. And you guys are actually kind of moving in that direction. And as you're getting close to where they are, I need everyone to roll perception checks.
Can't
Everyone,
just have
including
one nice day without.
I will say on a side note, everyone, when we first got raided, I thought we were being raided by this is gonna be very embarrassing. Howl Nerd.
Howl Nerd.
I was like, Howl Nerd. That's a strange name.
29.
When I clicked on it, I was like, oh.
24, which is the best I'll ever get.
29.
25.
Okay. Rhogar? Zeroth?
23.
Oh.
I got the only one that noticed yet again.
What'd you get, Rhogar?
3.
3. Okay.
I just don't have perceptive characters.
You don't hear it, but the rest of you hear. What? Yes, that is. By the gods, gods! As Jacob, Diana, you hear a familiar voice. And you turn and see one of the women who has come out of the arena is pointing at you. It is Lady Redstone. And as
Eurydice will immediately Eldritch Blast Redstone.
as
Hell yes.
hold on, as she's pointing at you, and you guys are almost on top of each other, all of a sudden, flame erupts around all of you like a wall separating you from everyone else, pushing aside. And as it does, you can see it growing taller and more intense and wider. And you find, Jacob and Diana, you find yourselves surrounded by this flame, and then it seems to almost create a pathway to the circle of flames around Eurydice, Zeroth, and Rhogar. And then from there, it shoots out and creates two lines that make a large dual wall of flame heading straight down the street, all the way towards the main gate. And the flame pushes everyone back. You hear screaming. You hear people obviously in pain. You start to see smoke rising from buildings nearby. And then behind you, the flame starts to close in on you and push towards you. As you then feel almost like wind between you and that flame pick you up off your feet, all of you. And you ride a cushion of this hot circulating air as this flame forces you quickly out of the town, dropping you outside the gate, where flames have now consumed the gate, and you see lots of smoke rising from the city of Paneum. And that is where we will end for tonight.
Wow.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I hope
soon.
you had fun tonight. I hope you enjoyed our little arena battles and stuff. Normally we do a little more role-playing, but we had to do some combat tonight and get some of that going. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the raid, How I Nerd, and everyone who joined from there. That was awesome. We really appreciate that. And don't forget, tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tailspire Collaborative Build Stream. And then after that, I will be a guest on Tales from Tavern with How I Nerd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to tune into that. So, we'll see you next time, everyone. Bye, guys.
Bye.